years. Just think about those years. Those are the songs you want to request for us. I see more coming in. We'll get to them. Sandblasting guy checking in. Last day of school in Eastlake for work. No more hour drive in the morning. Shout out to the first responders and the ODOT plow guys. Good morning. Jim guy here. I have a fantastic freaking lift day. My legs are jello. And he wants to hear NSYNC Gone. Wow. That's a good one. Fun fact about that song, two things about it.
Yeah.
It was the first song on that album that was ever just Justin singing every part. He did. Normally him and JC Chasez always
So the beginning
would trade
of the
off.
end, is that what that's?
You could say.
Like gone. Like he's going to be gone from the band here
Another
shortly.
fun fact, on both those albums, and I want to say, was that Pop or Celebrity? And the same album that at that time, the Backstreet put out, Nick Carter had one song on the album that was just Nick Carter singing as well.
Oh, yeah?
Both the main, most popular guys on those albums had one song on the album that was just them. Now, obviously, Nick Carter did not have the single success that Justin did.
No.
But not only that, was that just Justin singing all the verses, which had never happened on one of their songs before. That was a song he wrote, and he wrote it while dating Britney Spears. He wrote it while she was gone getting her hair and nails done, and he was at home missing her. And that's when he wrote it. And that's what he wrote it about. Don't ask, but I know. But I know for a fact that's exactly what that song is about. We talked about that.
Yeah.
So we will play that. I just got to find it. You would think if I just typed in Gone, it would come right up. No, that's not true at all. And the lag is just on another level.
You know, I have a lot of lag over here, too, for some of the other stuff that I typically do.
Oh, yeah. The log it's on it. It's, you almost, like I said earlier, I almost have to respect it.
Yeah.
It's like I type in like NSYNC Gone. The computer's like, I don't want to. I'll do it when I feel like it. All right.
You know, I'm doing the live stream today because Jake's gone.
Yep.
His little circle's dark, and it's kind of sad. And I can't get rid of it because he hasn't.
Get rid of the circle.
No.
We'll put something in the circle.
Something else would have to
put
join.
Random celebrity pictures in there. Like
I can't upload a picture. It's for a live video feed.
Because they put like Tom Selleck or like just the most random.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
The most random.
Who was the guy that always did the diabetes commercial on the horse?
Oh, Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, I would do that if I could. Yeah.
Diabetes. Good morning, everyone. White van guy checking in. Thank God it's Friday. I need a vacation. Have a great day on my way to the land for work. Well, safe travels to Cleveland.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, seriously. Morning early risers, trucker Destiny checking in. It's Friday. I know. The Mustache Master checking in. Also, it's Friday. Feels like you guys feel the way we do about Friday today.
It's been a
need
long
this.
week.
Happy Friday, Soapbox Derby Grandma check. It really has. It just feels like it has. And even though it is Friday, it feels like it's just not even close to being over. I don't know why.
I know that there's things I have to do after the show, which kind of is like, why do people plan things for me on Fridays?
Yeah, serious.
Come on.
Please take me back to the late 90s, rolling in my 82 Camaro. You want to hear Bone Thugs and Heart? I can get some bone on a little bit here. I'll bone you in a little bit. I will.
Christian.
So just wait. I'm going to bone you. It's coming up. But first, someone did want some NSYNC. Gone. This is a great song. Q92. Ask people right now out of nowhere from our prep site. How often should a woman dress sexy for her man?
How long have they been married?
Literally, that's all the question is. There's no like
20 plus years, once a year.
There's no like they didn't do a survey. There's no like data. Just how often? Are you talking about I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, do you mean like to go out or you mean like
in the bedroom?
Home?
Right.
Listen, I am a typical perverted man. But I don't feel that should be a daily.
It doesn't stay on for but a minute.
I feel like that's an occasional.
Yeah.
You know
Now,
what I
I
mean?
get getting all dolled up and going out on a date.
But don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
that's good.
When you come home and your woman is like that, and you had no clue it was coming, it's a very fun
Yeah.
thing to
Because, see, Tony usually sees me when my makeup's mostly rubbed off, when I didn't put that much on all to begin with, because it was really early in the morning. Like, yeah.
Have you ever, for him, like he got home, like been ready to and dressed up in an outfit? Not like I'm not saying like you were Scooby Doo, but you know what I mean. Like,
let's go to dinner?
no, like
Not since we've
like
had
you
children.
surprised him, he
Because
came
that would be
home.
weird. They'd be like,
Well,
Mommy, what's going on?
Of course, I meant that maybe the kids were out. It was just you and him.
My kids are never out. No, I'm
All
just kidding. They're always with us.
All right.
No, I mean, maybe like before children.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the newlywed phase.
Like he had no idea. He came home
first
from work.
couple, we were, it was just us for the first like 2.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Jake, you ever gone to Stars and all out of nowhere?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe once when we were on vacation.
I feel like once the kids are old enough and they're around, you're like, you can't do that because, like, in your situation, her mom was there. Like, what if her mom came in instead of you? That'd be awkward. I feel like that's the dirty texting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Tony and I used to work at the same place, and
Oh.
we would be in some of the same meetings, and I would send really like, I would send text messages just to watch his face.
That's funny. I'm naked under my clothes. Send. Man. And then, should a woman ask her man before she changes the color of her hair?
So, no,
I get asked that by Jamie.
I did change my hair color about a week before our wedding, and Tony was furious. He was like, "You don't even look like you." To be fair, he wasn't wrong. I went to like pretty dark brown.
Before your wedding?
Yeah. And I was like this or lighter before.
No, like, hey, I'm thinking about
Nope.
just boom.
He was like, "What did you do?"
You've ruined everything.
I think like when you're in like, I think women have a tendency to mess with those kinds of things, like when they're going through something. And I think I was going through like the whole, my God, I'm getting married. I'm moving out. My dad had died a year before and he wasn't going to be there for the wedding. So it was just going to be an all around, like it had been an emotional year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to change. Dye my hair. Because every woman has a tendency to do that. And then he was like, what? I love you. It looks okay. But he was like, that's not you. Anybody that knows you knows that's not you. And I'm like, I know.
Yep.
So yeah, regrets.
So you do think you should ask your guy before? Or-
I do think you should just at least give him a heads up. Because I remember how shocked he was when...
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I came home and Jamie all of a sudden had like white hair or like truly blonde hair, I'd be like, what in the blue hell?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, those were good times. Grunge.
Yeah.
That's when the whole grunge rock.
Gavin
thing was big.
Rossdale? Forget about it.
Women loved Gavin Rossdale,
Yeah, this one did.
ex-husband of Gwen Stefani.
Yep.
They had 2 children together.
Pretty children, too.
I've never seen the children to rate their looks, but I'm sure they're fine.
Well, I mean, when you take 2 good-looking people like that.
It's true. No,
Yeah.
I admit, the women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Although, have you ever noticed that sometimes, like, this is going to sound really mean, but, like, maybe not so attractive parents make, like, a stunner?
Yeah.
And then vice versa? Like,
yeah, if they're 2 pretty people, I don't think their children turn out that great.
The 2 uglies.
Sometimes
the 2
they do.
uglies can cancel out and make a pretty.
like a, yeah.
Whereas sometimes 2 pretties can make a quite ugly.
Yeah, but then, like, it goes the other way, too. Like, 2 pretties sometimes don't make such a cute...
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
2 pretties make an ugly.
There's a lot of pretties and uglies flying
Yeah.
around right here. No, I wouldn't use the word ugly. Maybe just not so attractive.
Sure.
No one's ugly.
Sure. Well,
You can have an
That's
ugly
subjective.
personality.
yeah. I think you can have an ugly face. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, I think it's cute you're trying to be all political correct. That's
I'm
cute.
trying to be sweet and nice.
No, there's no ugly humans out there at all. No one's ugly. Right.
I mean, it's few and far between that I actually look at somebody who was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I don't walk around
Sometimes.
like that.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure people listen. Chances are someone's looked at all of us in our lives like that's an ugly person.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself. Everyone.
No, none of us are all that glamorous. Are you kidding me? Have you guys ever heard the term face for radio? I mean,
Yeah.
if I were here.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. We can't all be sexy Rexy.
Right. The evening news didn't want us.
No. Oddly enough, television said, could you leave? All right. Your head is blocking all the lights and reflecting it and blinding everybody.
You would need a significant amount of powder on that.
Yeah. Maybe some bronzer. It's a story time with Jake now. I don't know. You got something that happened to you, what, today?
Yeah, last night, this morning, same difference.
Okay.
So I've done the whole, set my alarm at a different time than I was supposed to, like the 5 p.m. instead of 5 a.m. And then I was, really late to work before.
Everyone's done that.
Yeah, everyone's done that.
Standard.
I did this to a new level, I think.
Okay.
So I went to bed at 11 o'clock, 11:30 last night.
Yeah.
I set my alarm. My alarm went off. I woke up. I did my usual morning routine.
What is your usual morning routine?
Okay.
Walk us through this.
So I go to the bathroom and I always sit down when I pee in the morning because I usually miss in the morning. So in the morning, I always sit down.
You sit down to pee.
So I was this morning, in particular, more tired than I ever have been in the morning before. I swear I almost fell asleep on the toilet. I never really take a full body shower in the morning, and we have like a bathtub with a shower, so I always just turn on the faucet and wash my hair, like bend over the bathtub and wash my hair, real quick.
So hold on. To recap before we move on to where this is going, what we've already learned is one, you sit down to pee.
Yeah.
And you wash your hair like a girl over the side of the
you wash your
tub.
hair in the sink.
Yeah,
as
in the
if
morning.
a criminal on the run at a gas station.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
And so I fell asleep on the toilet. I fell asleep, bent over the shower, washing my hair because I was so tired.
I was drowned.
I would
You just stick your head in the shower and wash
I know what you
only
mean.
your
Over the
hair.
side of the tub.
Yeah,
Remove all.
yeah.
I've done it in a pinch, like if I need to do my hair really quick. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just so tired. I had no idea why. And so I don't think anything of it. I get up. Mark Johnson sends us the weathers.
Yeah.
So I get an email and I'm like trying to figure out, like, it doesn't really say Mark Johnson yet until you like unlock your phone. So I was like using my brain power to like unlock my phone. Like I was just staring at it to use Face ID. I was so tired. I had no idea what I was doing. And then that's when I looked at the time. It was midnight. I was asleep for 30 minutes and I woke up.
Why'd your alarm go off?
I must have somehow set it to midnight because I didn't have one set for 5 o'clock
Were
or
you
whatever.
so relieved that you got to go back to bed?
Yeah, but I was still confused. I was scared. I was like, what day is it? I didn't know if I missed the whole day of work or not. I was so confused because I'd have no idea why I was
You'd have
up.
missed calls, buddy.
Yeah.
You'd have missed calls.
That's what I thought.
We would have come looking for you.
That's what I thought.
Hey, the show's on.
I was just so confused. But then I went back to bed.
You fell asleep into a deep sleep, apparently.
Yeah.
Slept for a half hour. Your alarm went off, and you just instinctively got up, sat down to pee, washed your hair only in the sink or shower, and then realized that it was only 30 minutes since you went to bed.
Yep.
Amy said with wet hair, too, LOL. You laid back
Yeah, you just went back down with wet hair.
Yeah. I
laid
just
back
stayed in
down.
my clothes and went. That's why I woke up and I was ready to go.
Wow. I mean, that's happened to me where I've done the like 5.
No one in your house was still up at
Nobody was there. They were all staying with my grandma, so I was the only one home last night.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Were you scared?
No.
Okay.
I would have been.
Text. I always knew there was something special about you, Jake. Someone said
You
on the text
just
line.
now figured out that he is very special because we've known for a long time.
That's interesting. That's interesting. interesting. And at no point did you be like, man, I feel like I just went to sleep.
No. Well, I knew I was really tired, but I don't know why. And I was looking at the clock. We have a clock in the bathroom, but I just didn't pay attention to it.
Were you worried you like drugged yourself or something?
No, because I didn't. I wasn't on anything. I chugged a Coke before I sleep and I went to bed.
Oh, that's what everybody does.
Wait, a regular
Shotguns and
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's just a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but it's going to keep you awake, Jake. There's
Not him.
caffeine and sugar in there.
I went night-night. I don't know.
Man. I'll take the gummies Jake did, someone says on the text line. There you go. $7:21 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Text message. Shout out to Louisville cheer teams going to states today. Oh, Leopards.
Nice.
Good luck at states today. That cheer. Bring home a title, huh? Bring home a trophy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good morning, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. Lauren, what are you wearing today? Got a hot date?
Yeah. No.
No, she just has a sweater on.
Yeah.
I think she's dressed weather appropriate.
Oh,
Good.
always. I mean, if it's 30 or under, you know I'm good for a sweater. Usually a turtleneck. Thought I'd let my neck breathe today.
There you go. Good morning, After Girl checking in this Friday morning, celebrating my new home this weekend. There you go.
That's
Happy
awesome.
new home.
Yeah.
Good morning from Sam the Toe Man. Everyone have a great Friday. Sam the Toe Man, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, very good. Which chipmunk does Sabrina Carpenter collaborate with on the remake of her song I heard you guys
be
play?
nice.
That is a legend. That is Dolly Parton
Yeah.
that she did that with. That is not Alvin the Chipmunk.
Listen, everybody has an opinion. It's not my favorite version of the song, but she is a legend.
She's a legend, and Sabrina was very happy and honored to work with her. I know that too,
Yes.
because she is a literal living legend.
She's Dolly.
There's a place called Dollywood, for God's sake.
Right. She has an amusement park and everything named after her.
Is that? I always wonder that. Like, is that really like? Is there like an amusement park there too?
Yeah, they do like shows. I think more like Jogga Lake amusement park. You know?
I didn't know if it was just like a museum for her. Like,
I mean, I think there is.
I didn't know there was like rides.
Oh yeah, amusement park.
I'll be damned. How about that? Back in the day weekend going on. Massillon cheer. Shout out to them. They're also going to state. Shout out to Massillon Tigers cheer. We got Massillon and Louisville going to state.
I think there's several local teams that are going. I think, like, I'll be covering for Jordan on Monday for news. I think that's where he's going this weekend, is to that state competition
Makes sense.
to cover.
I think he does it every year.
Yeah.
I think he covers that every year.
Yeah.
I get that. So, back in the day weekend here, we got a lot of requests coming in. Oh, I forgot I had to bone.
Oh boy.
Let me look at my Bone Thugs and Harmony. Didn't give a song.
Are you doing Crossroads?
Well, you didn't give it exact. You just said bone.
Do Crossroads.
So, I mean, could do Crossroads. Could do First of the Month.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Cash your checks and come on?
No.
We'll put them on the map.
I see you at the crossroads.
Oh,
Play that one.
Trust me, I know it. He misses his Uncle Charles, y'all. I'm waiting still.
I'm like, why are we
Yeah.
talking about this?
Because
so
I'm
much?
waiting for the damn thing
Play
to
the
show up on the
stupid
screen.
song.
What are you doing? The guy wants to hear Bone.
I know he's waiting, Christian.
Yeah, so am I. I'm waiting for it to show up. All right. Back in the day weekend, you want to hear the Crossroads, you're going to get Crossroads. This my Uncle Charles, y'all. Don't let the beginning of the song fool you either. I don't want to call it a topic. I just have something I want to try. And I don't even know if even you guys will understand what the hell I'm talking about. And I know that going in.
Okay. I'm
So,
very curious
You both
now.
were like, what the hell are you talking about?
And just so you know, when we go to break, like, he did not talk about this with me.
Well, it's nothing earth-shattering, nothing. But I was driving the other day,
Yeah.
home from church, getting ready to watch football with family and friends. And I was thinking to myself, you know what's funny? And again, I hope I can explain this in a way that makes any type of sense. You know words and things that you know what they are, but you don't know what they are?
Give me an example. I think
I have one in my head.
Okay.
And I'd love to know the answer, and feel free to Google it. And my thought was, if listeners know, first of all, what the hell I'm talking about, they could text in their version of that, and we will be your Google for you, and we will help you find out what those things are. That you know what they are, but you don't know what they are.
Yeah. Like, give basic knowledge.
You know a word that I've always heard, I always know it's a building, but I don't know what the hell that word really means?
Mm-hmm.
Annex. Oh, that's out in the annex. Go to the annex building.
I always thought that was kind of like a...
I know there's a building. That's the annex. But what the hell's annex mean? What the hell's an annex?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
I know what it is, but what the hell is it?
I guess I never actually knew what that word meant then. Because
I figured you were going to be like, hey, idiot.
No. I always thought an annex was like the... Like, you know when you walk into, like before the breezeway or whatever, like that hallway portion, like where you walk in and it's like long and you've got doors and you've got... I always thought that was kind of the annex. Or like the like a little bit right before the lobby.
Here's all I know about annex. And here's when I first came
Now I have to Google it.
That's what I want to do. So that's the first time I ran into the word annex. At my old radio station company I worked for in Youngstown.
Yeah.
We had two buildings. There was a building here and a building here, and you got up and you walked over. And for some reason, the building with the country station and our traffic department and all that was called the annex.
Oh, so like a sunroom would be an annex because it says it's a building joined to be associated with a main building.
But don't they even say
providing additional space or accommodation? So I'm kind of right because an annex would be that additional little breezeway area where you walk in, like to hold to make room for a crowd coming in. Does that make sense?
Kind of. But
a sunroom would be an annex.
Well, why was the other building at the radio station called the annex?
Was it for extra space and like extra holdings? And if it was, then it's an annex.
Maybe. Again, I was a word I've heard my whole life, and they even use it as a verb sometime. Oh, that's annex. What the hell does that mean?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Words that you know what they are, but you don't know what they are. Annex is a word I've always known. That's an annex. That's the annex. But I've been like, what the hell's the annex?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I always... Oh, there are ones coming in. This is what I was hoping.
See,
we will be your Google. All right? Jake, Lauren, and I will be your Google. I know I'm putting you guys both in the spot, and I wasn't planning on it, but is there any word like that?
That's why I was trying to rack my brain
you've
for
ever
something.
been like, I know what it is, but I don't really know what it is. There's some cool ones coming on the text line. So an annex is like a space where you put extra stuff.
Yeah.
What you're saying, kind of.
An overflow area. It's meant to be like an adjacent area to a much larger building.
Okay.
But it's used for like...
We did put a lot of our old prize stuff in there. We did put a lot of old like equipment in there.
Then that would be an annex.
That would be the annex. All right. I know there's an annex. Didn't know what it was.
I'm sure there is one that has plagued me, and it's not coming to me easily, so I'm going to have to think on this.
Oh, man. Someone said the annexation of Puerto Rico play from Little Giants is all I could think of. That was a great play. I think of the annex as being a secondary building, not attached to the main building, but close to it.
Well, it can be that, too.
Why is it called an annex?
So the actual definition of annex... Pull it back up.
Well, do you want time?
A building joined to or associated with a main building, but not attached, providing additional space or accommodations.
Okay.
So you're right. It can be a standalone building close to the main building, but it can also be attached.
7:32 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian and Lauren here with you, hanging out. Hope you're having a great start to your Friday morning. It's a back of the day weekend here on Q92, playing all your throwbacks from the 90s and 2K. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Trying to look up a request right now.
I figured.
Sometimes it's not easy.
I do love back in the day weekends, though. They're like my favorite.
They are great.
Yeah.
They are great.
I don't know. It makes you feel a lot younger than you actually are. Like your brain goes back to, at least my brain does, going back to driving my 86 Honda Accord. Don't worry, guys. It was like super used. And like
The Honda Accord.
I was 5 when that came out.
We all know the cars of the 90s, early 2000s, especially the cars that the hot girls drove.
Dude, I had
The
that.
Sunfires and the Grand Ams.
Well, and the Eagle Talon was a big one in our district. And the Chrysler LeBaron convertible.
Is there a freaking... For the love of God, I can't find O-Town.
Really?
Is there an apostrophe?
No.
Well, I've tried
They're not
O-Town with a capital
they're
O.
not
O-Town
Irish.
with a low with a lowercase O.
What about O-Town?
I've tried. Haven't tried Dash yet. Try Space. This is great live radio.
It is.
It's also frustrating. Because on top of that, I have to wait for the lag before I can even see if what I typed in worked.
Yeah.
What's the name of their song? Is it Nothing at All or Nothing at All or Nothing? What's the name of that song? Because typing in O-Town's not getting it done for me. No one's fault, but it's driving me
All
insane.
or nothing.
Okay. Let's try that and see what happens. And then hopefully I'll see how O-Town is spelled in the system.
I'm going to go with O-Town, but...
I tried all one word. I tried with the O with the space.
Did you try with the dash?
I tried the apostrophe or whatever.
Like it's O'Brien.
Oh, it's a dash, but a dash and a space.
Yeah, I figured there was a dash in there somewhere.
Yeah, but there's a space.
You wouldn't have guessed it.
Wouldn't have guessed the space. But I found you. So whoever texted in and wanted to hear, Blue Steel Guy it was. Can we hear some O-Town All or Nothing on a back of the day weekend? Yeah. Yeah, you can.
It's coming up.
And don't ever say I don't love you guys. Because that took a lot.
You're working for these requests this morning.
Ooh. I didn't see the dash plus the space. So even when it went dash, I wouldn't have come up with nothing.
Right.
That's tough. That's tough. A lot of Theory of a Dead Man in here, though. I don't know how that came up, but Theory of a Dead Man. Remember them? They're still around.
Yeah. I stare at their band poster every time I go potty.
Yeah, they were here. If you notice with like the Breaking Benjamins, the Shinedowns, the Papa Roaches, those bands that were hot, those true rock bands that were hot in like 2000, like
they're still hot.
They're starting to pop back up again. All those same bands.
I feel like they always were. They were always at like Sonic and Ink, and you know what I
For
mean.
For the rock people, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like the rest of the world is starting to somewhat notice again.
I hope.
I would like that.
They're like little shiny treasures from the 90s and 2000s.
Oh, there's some great ones out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely great ones. So this actually, I'm not gonna lie, this is a banger. All or Nothing, O-Town.
I forgot about this song.
Well, time to remember and grab that special someone.
So good.
It's the last dance.
Good request, Blue Steel Guy.
Q92.
Did you find the article?
Big Brother's watching.
See?
Documentary is in the works. Claims Dayton is home of one of the largest covens of vampires. What in the blue hell? I don't recall vampires
I mean, what is
in
it like?
Ohio.
After the club, you're walking down an alley and they're like, "Mwah."
Dayton News. Is Dayton home of the largest coven of vampires?
Well, is it true or are people just saying it's true?
I suppose this is the third straight article. I guess Netflix is doing a doc right now
Really?
about it. There's one in the works right now. How? Ohio? You could sell me on maybe Boston, Massachusetts, where all the witches were and things like that. Because you already got a little spooky thing settled down there. Ohio? Dayton? Vampires?
Vampires of the Gem City. That's what they're shooting right now.
That is insane to me. Dude, wow. Now, are we talking like real? We're talking about people that pretend to be vampires?
It says for the last 30 years, Dayton, Ohio has been home to the largest coven of vampires outside of the New Orleans area.
What?
When a man goes missing in a goth nightclub, they use as their headquarters. The case goes cold until a police officer comes forward in 2008 with a story. They were investigating the disappearance of a 26-year-old George Philip Gall, best known by Phil or Philip, who went missing in October 94 in Dayton. Police officer told the Dayton Daily News that he believed Gall was involved in a ritual cult.
Uh-oh.
He also claimed the bar Gall was last seen in near Asylum, which was on South Main Street, was a secret meeting place for vampires. The state declared him dead in 2002. But they never found him.
This is insane. This is insane.
The story was that Gall was supposed to have been involved in an ritual in the upper floors of the bar and then was beheaded. That head was then sold as a relic for the people that were involved. That's gross.
So maybe we have vampires in Dayton. And Netflix is working on a documentary. There's apparently a vampire bar. And apparently on the third floor of the vampire bar that everyone knows about, they kill people.
There's some weird things. Weird things that go down upstairs.
Guy disappeared, never saw him again. They declared him dead.
Yeah, and
never found a body.
What it doesn't say is how the police officer found out about this. Was he a part of the cult?
I don't know.
Or did he just hear it through his intel on the streets?
Where is this vampire goth bar?
It told you. I can give you the exact location. What street it's on, anyways.
That's crazy. A request on a back in the day weekend we kicked off this morning at 5:30, and I got to tell you, we do a lot of back in the day weekends, basically since I got here. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Someone say too long.
Oh, stop.
And a lot of times, and I hate to go back and use that old phrase that no one uses anymore. You guys understood the assignment because we ran that into the damn ground. But sometimes you guys, you'll text in songs that I like, but they're from the 70s, the 80s. And this is supposed to be about the 90s 2K, like the TRL years, I always say. Everybody's been on point this morning.
Yeah.
Everybody has been requesting songs, and we've rap, rock, R&B, hip-hop from that time frame. For whatever reason, you guys are dialed in today.
Yeah.
And I, for one, love it. Love it, because it feels like coming home from college and putting on TRL.
Well, it does, but you know what is even more is it makes your day better because you hear all of these nostalgic songs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we still like the new stuff.
Like I said,
we're old that we love our stuff, but we're not too old that we don't still like the new stuff too.
Right.
And that's where we're all at probably in life if we're listening right now. But you guys are taking them back, and I'm just sitting here going, man, this is good. You guys are making the station sound good.
I haven't even looked at the text line. Hold on.
So 741.
Ooh.
Now don't forget also coming up 8:00 hour. Free Advice Friday, and it's not too early to start sending that in now if you'd like. Every Friday on the show, Lauren and I like to help people out. We are not licensed psychologists, but what we are two people that have opinions on everything, even if we're experts on nothing.
Yeah.
So maybe like I always say, it could be work related, it could be career related, it could be finance related, family related, love life related, you name it.
We got you.
Could be as simple as what pair of jeans do I wear tonight to the bar? Do I pull up my Lees or do I go with my Levi's?
If that's what you're looking for, I need to know color of top.
It's true. We will need some details.
Yeah,
on
context.
So.
We had a text on the text line. It says, when do you guys typically give tickets if someone wins? They had recently won something. Just so you know, for what I just wanted you to be aware, for what you have, I would expect late next week, just so you know.
Always closer to the show.
Like usually a week out, just so you know.
If we give away something, like for instance, we're giving away Halsey next hour. That show is not until June 13th.
You're not getting your tickets till the end of May.
Right.
Or maybe even the beginning of June.
So that's something. If you're ever wondering, that is true. We don't have them all. Halsey and Blossom don't send them to us months in advance.
No, and just for context too, like they started kind of sending them a lot later after the whole Ticketmaster thing where, Taylor's tickets went on sale and then everything went out there and like got resold and the price got all like way jacked up. So like this is their solution. They don't give people as much time to do that, to sell and resell and sell and resell. That's why they send us these tickets like so much closer to the show. In fact, if you buy tickets for a show, chances are they're not actually going to send you the physical tickets until closer to the show.
Yeah, it's all about just walking up and showing that
email.
Yeah, just showing the email and getting in there.
Yep.
7:43. Someone on the text line said they wanted to hear some Limp Bizkit Nookie. It's my jam in middle school. Well, in real life, it's still a jam. I remember this music video. He got introduced to Fred Durst and his red Yankees hat backwards and his khakis.
I remember the red hat backwards. Yep. That's all you had to say.
Here we go. Limp Bizkit Nookie. Turn it up. It's Q92. I was like, I'm going to wash my car in and out, then come back and do the yard. Got to cut the grass now. Both neighbors did. Clock's ticking. There's nothing you can do when the neighbors cut your grass. You have
24 hours to respond.
And they both cut it. And I was like, you sons of... Okay.
At least they did it now and not Saturday.
So, fair. So I drove up to the car wash, which is only about a 5-minute drive from my house. Got there, ready to go. Realized I didn't have my wallet.
Oh, that sucks.
Had to drive back.
Yeah.
Then go wash the car. In vacuuming the car, I am a disgusting human, the things that I vacuumed out of my car. But the worst thing I found, and I don't know if you guys have ever found something gross in your cars. I don't know when this happened.
I mean, like petrified French fries, yeah.
I think everyone has McDonald's fries somewhere underneath
somewhere where they're hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yet still look like the day you bought them.
That's fair.
I found underneath my driver's seat, so it was me. All right. A section like this big of a Big Cat Kit Kat bar.
Ew. How did that one slip through your fingers?
Don't know.
Think about it.
I love a Kit Kat.
I would have been so mad. I would be like, dang it, I just dropped a huge chunk of chocolate.
If you're familiar with the Big Cat, it's like a stick, like a candy bar.
Yeah.
And it's thick, and it's in like 4 like Kit Kat squares, but it's a straight line.
Yeah.
So that means I didn't even eat a full Big Cat Kit Kat, dropped it, and was oblivious.
And you were like, okay.
It was melted.
Oh, God.
To the underneath my seat. So not only did I have to get a napkin to pull it out, I then had to get a wet paper towel, use a water bottle that I also found under my seat, never opened, and wet it to clean that area. I had a damn Kit Kat open underneath my passenger seat, melted. That's your boy.
Yeah.
That will tell you that car inside is as clean as it's been in about a year.
Well, that's good.
Wiped everything off. It's clean. Then I went and mowed the grass. I was mowing grass from around 5:30 till about 8. I mean, I stopped coming out dinner.
Dang.
Our backyard's pretty massive. The front yard is tiny. The backyard, it's a pond.
I mean, what are we talking about acreage-wise? I mean,
I have no idea.
We have about 3/4 of an acre.
I couldn't tell you what I got. I just know it pies.
Okay.
And the wideness in the backyard's very wide.
Do you milk it because you enjoy it? Just be honest, because I think sometimes men do.
I do, but not yesterday because I was losing daylight.
Okay.
And by the end, I was pretty much mowing in almost darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was my day yesterday. I found out I had a really gross Kit Kat It was gross.
My day yesterday was making
It was
dinner
gross.
and then taking my son out to practice driving. And I took him on a main road for the first time. I think he was equally as petrified as I was. But he handled it well. He handled it like a champ. He even turned out into the second lane. Like, we did it. We survived.
That's all you could do. He'll be fine. He'll be driving before you know
He
it.
will, but have you ever noticed, like, well, you probably did. Did the not daughter have her license when you met?
No, I drove with her when it took her permit.
So when you were doing that was my point. Like, I was trying to get to that. When you were doing that, do you realize that, like, your voice, like, comes out of your body and you can't even control it, and, like, in pitches that you've never heard before? Not that it was doing that bad. Like, it's because I was so afraid.
She was fine driving at first. She would take some sharp ass turns.
See, it's the smoothing out of the turn.
Jesus, I think I would just say.
Listen, he's doing really well. When I taught my daughter to drive, who is an excellent driver now, like, she's very cautious. It's all the things you want to see as a parent. She hugged the curb, and I was convinced we were going to lose my side mirror when I was teaching her. Now, she's obviously been driving for a while now, so she's fine at centering up. But he started with those tendencies again last night. I'm like, oh God, I'm not doing this again. Because you're riding on that side. So you're like, you see it coming.
You see, hubby and I are two mids that made beautiful children, like strangers constantly commenting on how cute they are. Confuses me every day. Oh, yeah, two mids. Listen, mids.
See, that's how I feel about Tony and I. But I think our children are pretty. Like, they got the best parts of us.
Well, I don't think as a parent you're going to think your child's ugly. You love them unconditionally. So
I don't
you're
know.
not
When
gonna be
they
able
first
to see.
came out, Tony was holding them, and he was like, I don't see what the hype is about newborns. They're kind of ugly.
This one here, I don't know about this one. I hope he changes. So congrats. There you go. Two mids made it cute. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a solid 5, averaging out every person I've ever seen. I'm pretty average. I can deal with that. I actually do my makeup. I'm a good 5.5.
See? I feel like I'm with you.
Yeah, I put myself
okay
at
with it.
a 5.
Took me a long time to get here, though, to be at peace with it.
That's funny. What do you rank yourself? What do you give yourself on the 10 scale?
I'd say a 5 or 6
Yeah,
for me.
I'll go with 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you leaning 6?
I said 5 to 6.
Well, cocky there, huh?
No. I'm saying that because I agree
between 5 and 15.
there is a marked difference between Lauren with makeup on and Lauren without makeup, okay?
Yeah, this is all I got. So I guess I should probably stick at 5. Jake, what do you think you are?
I was gonna go 6.
Good for you.
I would go. Yeah, you're 6.
You have youth on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 6. At your peak, what do you think you were?
Oh, at my peak? And I'll show you a picture at my peak.
Yeah.
So you understand where I'm going. I'd say 7.5.
That's funny. I was going to say myself 7.
Yeah.
Now, I peaked very early, and the decline was awful.
I peaked, and then
but-
once I started having children, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. At your, Jake, or do you think you're at your peak?
I don't know. I would probably say I'm at my peak. If not,
Okay.
maybe a 7 too. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
So 7, and you think you're currently at your peak?
Yeah.
25. That's not crazy to say.
No, I was going to say mine probably I peaked at 22
You're
because
in your 40s. Ain't
I
nobody
had my
peaked.
first baby at 23.
If you're in Hollywood, you could be peaking in your 40s.
Oh my gosh, Jake, you're 25.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I had a mortgage and, well, not yet, but I was baking another child. I would have had one child and one on the way. That's weird.
My
Super
husband, I love
weird.
people like texting about this. My husband and I are short and chunky, solid 4s. Our kids are so cute. And I'm not just saying that, LOL. My daughter is a fit competition cheerleader. Good for
Hey,
you.
look at that.
Solid 4s. Made a cutie cheerleader.
Yeah.
A fit competition cheerleader.
Yeah.
See?
See, and I would be so proud. Like, to me, I'm proud of it. I'm like, listen, I have successful children. My daughter does not have my untannable skin. She can tan. Both of them got my husband's eyelashes. You know, like, my son still gets embarrassed because even the orthodontist and the doctor still call him Mr. Lashes. He's 16, so he doesn't dig it so much anymore.
No, I don't know that any man's like,
Yeah.
I'm known for my lashes.
But he is, though. Because
Yeah.
it looks like he has eyeliner on because he has such thick lashes.
Make a great emo kid.
True, he
Make a
would.
great
He's even
emo
got the
kid.
dark hair on his own. He doesn't even have to.
Let's
like,
do it.
dye
Let's get a dog collar, huh?
I don't know what I'd do if he
Let's
ever
get some
came
Junko
in.
jeans and a chain wallet. Let's do this. Here on today's hit music, Q92. Again, you guys, I got to tell you, this is for all of you.
I never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I never seen you shine so bright.
You guys are just killing it today. One of the best kickoffs to a back of the day weekend I think I've ever remembered in recent memory.
Yeah, no, I would.
Not us, it's you guys.
Fantastic.
You're the ones calling the shots. I love it. You're the one sending in the requests.
Yep.
I love it. Oh, man. By the way, that meme is still taking over the internet. It's hilarious.
I saw it last night. It came up in my
Did you
reel.
see? I saw one. It was like when you're handing in your time away sleep thing to HR, or when you're handing into your boss. Your
Your
you're
time off
singing to your
request.
boss. Yeah, it was so funny. There's some really good ones out there.
Mine was like when my kid wants V-Bucks sent to him. You know, like
yeah, he sings to the
yeah,
mom.
yeah.
It's fantastic. 8 o'clock hour. Big hour. Free Advice Friday, guys. We want it. What do you guys want? What do you guys need advice on? We're here to help you. We have that for you. Halsey tickets as well. Looking ahead to the 9 o'clock hour. As always, Lauren and I are going to be talking to Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village.
No, just really quick. Can you look at the live stream right now? I don't know why your square looks yellow.
Probably because this is...
Is it just me, or do you see that too?
Yeah, you probably have a better camera
You
than me.
look jaundiced.
I do.
But you're not.
I do. I think it's probably this
Jake!
camera. The
Where
camera
are you?
probably... This is... I mean, it's an HD camera, but I mean...
I know,
Probably.
but you don't look like that on a regular basis. This is new.
You're saying the camera doesn't usually look like that?
No, I'm saying like you don't usually look yellow in your box, and you use the same camera every day.
I have no new camera.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not spending the money.
It's very weird.
I could try to clean it up or wipe
It's
it
like
off.
you have a filter or something on it, but you don't. I promise you don't.
If I do, it's on accident. It's not because I put a filter on. I would go with a different filter.
Yeah, maybe not so yellow.
Yeah. So I don't know. You do have much better quality.
But like, I even look way tanner, and I'm clearly not.
Well, you're killing it today. I'm looks like I'm getting killed today.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Happy Friday, y'all. Juicy Commuter checking in. Juicy Commuter, how are you?
Good morning.
Very good. 7:56. Someone wanted to talk about the TRL days. This one will grab you. Switchfoot, Meant to Live. Who remembers this one? It's Q92. Good. Asking you guys cringe things you've done. Trying to impress someone. I don't care if you go from now all the way back to when you were a kid. Said we do ours. I can tell you right now. One thing I remember doing this was middle school, me.
Yeah.
In my kitchen. I believe I played over the phone from my tape player. Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You for a girl on the phone.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
No! Just thinking about it makes me want to run away.
I get it.
Just thinking about it.
You know what? That was
Makes
sweet,
me-
Christian, though. How old were you?
It had to be junior high.
Okay, so yeah, you were really young. You were a baby still.
No excuse. No excuse. And that, you know how old I am? I held my house phone up to my tape player.
Well, what other option did you have
In case
then?
you want to know how old I am. It was called a house phone, everyone. You had this
A
phone that was
landline.
a landline. Google that if you want to know how the settlers lived in America. That was probably one of mine that came to mind immediately.
Okay.
I played I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi on the telephone to a girl I like.
Solid.
What do you think yours is?
So back in high school, the football players would pick somebody every week to wear their jersey.
Ooh.
But like if you wore their jersey, you made them a box. Did you guys have that?
No. We had the cheerleaders made the senior boys like
We did
decorate
that
their
too.
lockers and
Yeah.
get candy. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the box situation. So the box would be like all their favorite stuff. So it'd be like candy and cookies and brownies.
okay.
And there was a guy that I really, really liked. So I made him boxes. We never dated. But I wanted to.
Multiple boxes?
I think I did it twice. And then I was like, this is crap.
What'd you put in it?
I baked brownies. I got his favorite candy.
Oh man, all that effort?
Yeah.
And you
For
thought
really nothing.
you thought the box was going to be the way. Like,
Yeah, I thought
he's
maybe it
gonna
could be
see
the tipping
this,
point. I was hoping.
and he's going to be like, I got to be with this Lauren girl. Look at all these brownies and candies.
Yeah. We were just friends.
Did he even say thank you?
Yeah. He said thank you, but it
Didn't
was like,
lead to anything.
right. It's like, thank you. And then someone else would walk around with his jersey on. Not me.
Oh man. All right, Jake, what do you got?
I don't think mine counts anymore, but I remember in middle school I DM'd this girl that I liked because we were friends for like a year and then she stopped talking to me completely.
Mhm.
And so I just sent her like a red picture of just like a red screen and I like poured my heart out to her over a DM and I never got a response.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you put a red screen?
Look, you have
Like a red background.
Yeah. Like I think at the time on Instagram you had to put like a picture with it.
Yes.
You couldn't just like send a DM.
Oh, and you like?
And I know I didn't know what the picture should be, so I just put like a red screen or something
Yeah.
like. And then
For love.
Can you find that message?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't read
I
it.
think you
since.
might be able to get up your messages in Instagram.
I'll let you look through it, but I don't. I don't.
And you
I remember pouring my heart out to her and like confessing like that I really liked her, but
Did she even write back?
nope.
You got
God damn it.
ghosted.
Oh, come on. No! You know what though? I commend you for going for it.
Thank you.
I commend you for going.
I mean,
for
look at all of us. It all worked out for us.
it. Hey, yeah, obviously we're all doing fine now.
Right.
But
The time it stung.
God. Hey, listen, man.
All I've got to say is the guy that I made the box for, like, I think he's been divorced a couple times. Like,
Screw you, man. Screw you.
you had a chance.
God. Good Lord. Text message. I see some text messages. We'll get to them here in a second. I want to know as you look back in your memory right now, what's the most cringe thing to you that you remember doing to impress or try to get someone you like to like you, or maybe even just someone you were dating, you wanted to like impress them? What's the most cringe thing, in your opinion, you've ever done? 8:03 right here on Today's Hit Music. Q92, Christian Bigglesworth here with you. Lauren here with you. Jake out today on his way to a wedding in Atlanta.
Yep.
He'll be back on Monday. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your day. It is Friday. That's a great thing. It's a back in the day weekend. That's an even better thing. And you guys have been crushing it since 5:30 this morning with the requests. Absolutely loved it. Playing your throwbacks from the 90s, 2K. I always say those TRL years. Just think of Carson Daly. And then think of the group he's interviewing, because he interviewed them all back in the day.
He did.
All of them. Eminem, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney, Christina, Pink. They all came through.
I never really liked Carson Daly.
No.
No, I don't know why. Just didn't care for him. He didn't do anything wrong.
I liked when Hillary Burton was a VJ.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember before One Tree Hill, she
Yes.
was an MTV VJ
Yep.
on TRL? I remember thinking she was real cute. Her, like, curly hair.
She's adorable,
And I was like,
think.
oh, she's on One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
I think I'll watch One Tree Hill. That and Chad Michael Murray.
It makes me sad, too, though, that she went gray. But good for her for embracing it.
Oh, yeah, that's her choice.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, look.
Very much so.
She's like, I don't want to diet. I don't want to. It's a bold choice.
Yeah.
It was so funny you just said that. What was I watching? Who did I
Oprah.
just see? A guy. Oh, you don't know him. He's from a group called Ingram Hill. J.R. Moore is his name. Actually, he's friends with Zach Myers, and we mentioned him when we
Shinedown.
interviewed him. I remember Zach Myers like, hey,
Yeah.
J.R. Well, he does live once. He did it. He started doing COVID. He did it every week. But now he does like once a month. He'll get on one day and just go live on Facebook, and he'll play Ingram Hill songs.
Yeah.
He'll play covers, and he's on, and he's in his 40s now.
Mm.
And someone was talking to him about how he's got some gray in his beard now. He didn't used to. He still, to me, looks great. He's not.
Yeah.
But let's face it, you're in your 30s and 40s, you've got gray in your.
Yeah.
And he was talking. That was so funny to me because it was like, oh my god, because he's talking about. He was taking it in stride because I don't know if they were trolling him or they were, And he was like, yeah. He's like, no. He's like, I think it's more cheesy to dye it. He goes, he's like, I'm in my 40s. If I had jet black.
Dude.
He's like, if I had jet black, real dark beard, he's like, I wouldn't be fooling anybody. But then he goes, why? He goes, but he's like, well, that's interesting. He's like, so if I were to dye my hair pink or blue, he's like, or purple, women or men, he's like, everyone would be like, oh, okay. He's like, but if I dyed it because my hair was going gray, you'd look at me and go, oh, what are you doing, man?
Right.
He's like, why is that? He's like,
He's not wrong.
He's like, if I dyed my hair blue,
Everybody would be like, all right, he's going through something,
yeah.
but that's cool.
Cool blue. He's like,
Right.
but if I was going gray and all of a sudden I dye my brown, he's like, everyone would be like, oh, what's his deal?
Right. That's true.
He's like, and for women, it's totally acceptable to dye your hair.
Yes.
He's like, but for men, you see it as like a weakness.
I feel like men need to start getting hip to going to the salon and having professionals do it.
You mean like if you're going to dye your hair?
Yeah. Because
Well, how many celebrities dye their hair?
no, not many.
All of them. Not many dye their hair?
Oh, I mean, dye their hair
Men?
themselves. I meant dye them.
Oh, no, I'm sure
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
professionals. You're
Salons.
100% right.
Yeah.
100%.
But I know people who have used the Just for Men. First of all, them picking their shade is a disaster. Second of all, it dyes their skin for a while. So they look like they're, it's a solid block of color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just doesn't, that's why I think, because it's so shocking and it looks so unnatural.
Yeah, because when you think about your age and you have jet black hair or
Like-
jet black.
Right. Think about it. We go to the store and there's like a ton of coloring products in the hair section for women, targeted to women.
Yeah, every
There's like
color.
a teeny tiny section for men. Now, do women color their hair way more than men? Yes. But we need to step up our game technologically, and maybe more men would be more apt to do it because it would look more natural.
If you could make, because guys are just like, what? Put it on my beard? Okay. You know what I mean?
When then their skin
Where a
is dyed,
professional would, like you said, would know how to do it
blend
properly.
it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh, never thought of that. You're right. Like, women, if they're going gray, can dye it, and it's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Speaking of,
Guy does it.
I know you brought up Shinedown. Did I tell you that Brent Smith, we're friends on TikTok and he messages back and forth?
Yeah, with Q92.
More than one message. Yeah.
Brent's awesome.
He is
They
so
get it.
awesome.
They get it. I think that's why they're doing as well as they are now, especially across all these platforms and genres of music, is because of how interactive they are and how genuine they are and how much they truly appreciate support no matter where it's from.
Well, when they announced their tour, they went to Times Square and they saw themselves on the Jumbotron. So I commented, I was like, we love you guys so much. Congrats. That's amazing. Can't wait to see you in Cleveland. And right away, I would say within 2 hours, Brent liked it, messaged back, and then sent a private message. It was like, we appreciate Q92 so much. You guys have always supported us. You're a part of this adventure too. Like, he was so class act.
That shows you A, they run their social media.
They do.
And it tells you B, didn't have to do that at all.
No,
you could have even just liked it.
Yeah, he's incredible. I'm like, we love supporting amazing artists. That's you guys. He sent me back the heart hands emoji. You know what I mean? Like, he's super cool.
And you think of how cool Barry was when we talked about the hot sauce, how personable he was. And he's kind of the quiet one of the band.
We had them on the show 3 times last year. I actually genuinely do think they remember who we are, like station-wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, station.
Because you think about how much media they do. I mean, it'd be hard to keep them all straight. Right.
Ridiculous.
But I do think that we had them on the show 3 times last year. I think they'll be on again with us soon, too.
They're very smart with their social media. They're very smart with, they take the time. Those media days for bands can be awful. You're literally lined up, and they'll line you up with radio interviews for 2 straight hours, and you don't stop.
It's just interview after interview after interview after interview.
There is no, I mean, you maybe have time to get a drink of water before you're on with it. And they go, all right, now you're on Canton, Ohio. Now you're on in Wichita, Kansas.
Yep.
Now you're in Pittsburgh.
And they all do it from the same place, a central location, but they just keep boom, boom, boom. You know, back in the day before Zoom was a thing, I used to do those media tours all the time for where I worked with previously. And it was super weird because you'd have to go through this weird FTP backdoor site. It wasn't like Zoom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish more artists would be a little like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really seriously wish more because I wish they could see because there's benefit and look at a band like Shinedown to see that there's a benefit.
Yeah.
If you put in the time, it's not easy. It can be a lot. It can take a lot of your time, but I believe there's a payoff.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe there's a payoff.
100%.
Again, later on this hour, Halsey. She's coming to Blossom Friday, June 13th. We're giving away Beat the Box Office tickets for that, so listen for that cue to call. Still a back in the day weekend from now till Sunday night. Keep texting in. All right? Keep texting in the request for a back in the day weekend. Free Advice Friday. I see some in the text line. We're going to kick off Free Advice Friday coming up as well. Anything you guys need advice on, Lauren and I are here for you. We're here to help. It's all coming up this hour. And don't forget, looking ahead, 9 o'clock hour, Maddie Zurakowski will be checking in with the Hall of Fame Village as well. It's Hawthorne Heights going out by request on a back in the day weekend. Ohio is for lovers. We already know this. It's Q92. If heaven's really just space. And we all go to you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really thought about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims.
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us?
What do you think this
from
is
the clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
There's no one can come back to give us the answers. Yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes in
Well,
space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like an evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great question. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
My God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from other universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told. CPAP thing. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can like get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
You guys, he takes some, they're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'll be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in like the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
You guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like he'll literally have he's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he like acts like he's looking down at like his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall. If it's asleep, breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, and in sports. And we'll be like, what?
Here's the games we're doing tonight. Here's
He
what we have
literally
there.
just woke up.
I'm like, yep, all right. I know the routine. Everyone knows the routine of our meeting. Right here on today's hit music, it is Q92. 8 minutes away from a look at sports. Halsey tickets to give away as well. And a back in the day weekend. We are rolling this morning. Tex, can I give a shout out? Good luck to all the Cheerville villains of the North at the COA cheer competition in Columbus this weekend. Villains do it better, they say. Boy, a lot of people heading to that.
Yeah, I competed in that.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, like back in the 90s.
So when these songs were on the radio originally.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, this is really taking me back. We've got the cheer competition coming up this weekend, and it's a back in the day weekend.
That's funny.
This is like Lauren circa 98, 99.
Let's go. All right, Free Advice Friday. There's a couple interesting ones in here today. So let's get to it. We're going to read them. Give a little advice. You guys feel free to chime in as well at 8:23. Thanks for having us on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And also, thank you for watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Our live video feed this hour brought to you by our friends at the Kimball Company. They're hiring. Go to Kimball Companies, kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. All right, here we go. Text message. Free Advice Friday question. I've just fallen into a large sum of medical debt, over $100K for my son's surgery after insurance and and I'm responsible for that remaining cost. My question is, does anyone know of any programs or resources that can help me minimize this debt? Thank you. Well, first off, usually you can contact the hospital initially and see, to an extent, see what they can do.
Yeah, I think that, so from someone who had well over $100,000 in medical debt, our situation was a little bit different. We got a lot of it written off, and not because we weren't going to pay, just because the outcome of our situation. But we still had a heap. I mean, we had a medevac bill, and that is $44,000.
Listen, just a hospital, just an ambulance ride.
Right.
That bill alone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now take that to medevac. No, it's insane.
Yeah. We, for us, it was finding different programs that had, that at the time, like Mercy, and I don't know if they still do because now they're in with Cleveland Clinic, like they had the Sisters of Charity. And so they would write off a percentage of it and then work on a repayment plan with you. So I'm not sure what hospital you're dealing with. Also, look into, I don't know why your son had to have surgery, but depending on what that was, if it was something congenitally based or anything like that, there are programs out there that will assist with bills based off of what condition it was. You know what I mean? Like there's assistance programs out there for that as well. So I guess without having a lot of detail, start with the hospital.
I think it's where you start. It might be a journey.
And they may have resources, you know, and two, if it depends on your income, a lot of times they'll prorate what you owe based off of what your income is to help reduce some of that. But medical debt sucks.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they turn you over very quickly to collections.
They don't play.
No, they're like, oh, you missed one payment. Collections.
Dude, I went.
Collections for him.
I had my biopsy done and my lab and all that kind of stuff, and everything came back. And I had gotten the bill, and I had planned on like that they would be paid by the time I got there, because the way that my husband's HSA worked at the time was like you tell them the invoice number, where to send the check, and the HSA company like mails the payment to your doctor. Hate it. We now have a new system with the debit card, which is way better. But I get there and they hadn't received the check yet. They weren't going to let me have surgery.
Oh.
I was like, what? Hold on.
Yeah, they're very quick with the whole.
I'm like, you can call the HSA company. They can probably tell you the day that the check was put in the mail.
Yep.
But no. So mama had to come off her wallet and just pay for cash. They're like, we'll put a credit on your account. Okay, cool.
Because I'm here weekly.
$1,600 I'm going to have to spend down, which, I mean, I ended up almost doing. I mean, I will do here shortly, but yeah, medical debt sucks in the way that world works. But everybody wants their money now.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to know what else wants their money now? Funerals.
Oh, that has to be paid before they'll even open a grave.
I still go back to, if you talk about when my dad died, and a lot of that time was a blur. What was not a blur at all was the meeting at the cemetery. And when I heard the amount of money, two things were like shocking to me. When they were like, it's like 14 grand. Mm-hmm. And when she goes, will that be check? I
know.
I remember looking.
No cash, Linda.
I was, my dad just died. My head's down. I'm in a blur. I'm not, but when I tell you that was like smelling salt, I was like this. And I remember I can see myself like out of body. I went, I did up and my mom like, sorry, we don't have, you don't have, what, who?
Yeah.
We don't have any life insurance money yet. We don't, who?
I know.
You know what else I remember too, and I realized that day too? How much better my brother does financially than me.
Why did he pay the $14,000?
Only because the check wasn't in yet.
Right. Then he got the check.
He hands a card over. I did it again. I went, you have?
You've been holding out on me.
I don't have $14. What are you doing? I was like, damn, you chose a better profession. Those two things I remember from that. But I remember, and she was so dead serious. Like everyone just hands that over to her. I was like, damn, it costs a lot to die.
We didn't know that either. Although I will say they were very good to us. They were like, just get it to us.
She wasn't disrespectful.
Yeah. They were like, just get it to us before the actual, like, the day of.
I wish she'd put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that was fine. Like, they were sweet about that. And then we actually had to have family help us cover, because we didn't have any life insurance money coming.
Yeah.
So, luckily, we have the best family and friends, and they helped us with those costs. But yeah, they weren't even willing to, like, they wouldn't open the ground. It wasn't.
Oh no,
even,
they won't put a shovel in the.
No, they won't even bring like a little trowel and scrape any of the surface back.
They won't even pick up a blade of grass and throw it in the wind. They're like, no. Someone texted in, call and ask them for an itemized bill. Someone said,
Yeah, you do want to see what you're getting charged for. And we did that, and it was literally like a book. So likely yours is going to be that because it's over $100,000. Like, it was literally every dose of epinephrine, every dose of Advil, like literally. And this was like round-the-clock care. So, I mean, our itemized statement, I'm not even kidding you, was over an inch thick.
I'm sure.
Like, we still have it. It was that impressive.
DJ Dinger says that's the first thing they said to the bill way before you even get the results. It's all about the money, he says in the text line. So I don't know if maybe that helped you at all.
I hope. I'm sorry.
Someone said itemized bill from Jim Guy because you can fight a lot of the charges and they'll back down on a lot of them on the itemized bill.
Okay, so see, now our
That's
people are helping you
saying
out.
that.
Yeah.
Couple people saying that. A lot more people with Free Advice Friday coming in. We'll get to some of those coming up here, but it's 8:30. We got sports coming up right after another request on an awesome back of the day weekend. You guys are killing it on. Who wants to hear some Biggie? Big Papa. You got it. It's Q92.
I just have to tell you what I put up with behind the scenes, okay? Jake's already laughing.
I think it's a tremendous
so
topic.
Every day between 7 and 8 o'clock, I bring an egg white turkey sausage. It's like a small breakfast sandwich with me. And that's my breakfast.
I was saddened to hear it was turkey sausage.
Yeah,
That's
it looked good though, right?
until you said turkey sausage.
Okay. But anyhow, it is good. Anyhow,
Be better with regular sausage.
I'm sure it would be, but I'm trying to stick
Don't
to
worry.
my 200 calorie breakfast sandwich.
I can't wait till March when it's regular sausage.
Well, maybe. I mean, I didn't say anything about that. Right now, it's not. It's turkey. But Christian likes to play this game called What If. So he walks in the studio, pushes the door open, and he's like, what if I just picked up your sandwich right now and threw it against the wall? What would you do? I said, I think I would have some things to say. I think I would be like, what are you doing, you know?
Yeah, no.
He's like, you wouldn't pick it back up and eat it? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, second question. What if Rex from our AM station came over here and was like, can I have a bite of your sandwich? I said, I'd probably give it to him.
Which I was very surprised to hear.
He's like, your whole sandwich? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so all Jake and I have to do is be like, give me a bite. You're gonna
And
give
we get
me.
a sandwich. So I get a free sandwich. If I see with a hamburger, I mean, hey, can I have a bite of that? It's mine.
So then, third question, unrelated to the sandwich was, okay, follow-up question.
These are things that I say.
These are things he said. This happens regularly, you guys. He's like, if
Say it in a nice way.
if
Kids are.
if you pooped your pants,
I would have
okay,
said had an accident, but okay.
yeah. If that happened, like let's say you weren't feeling well or whatever, you just couldn't help it. He's like, would you go into the bathroom and take care of it and stay here, or would you leave? And I said, I would be gone so fast. It would take you a while to figure out I'd left. Like, I would say nothing. I would just be gone. I'm like, so if that ever happens and you can't find me and my car's not here,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh my gosh, the day came. It happened. Because that is how I would be gone so fast.
Yeah, you would not even, you would just leave.
I would, and then I got shamed.
Would you even try to clean yourself before you left?
Well, I mean, the best I could, and then I would be like, bye.
Well,
they're not sticking around for that. Are you kidding me? And obviously, if something like that's happening, then I'm ill. There's something wrong.
or you could have just misjudged passing gas.
No, because I don't do that here.
Of course. Everyone says that.
Well, I'm just saying I don't. What do you hear me? I'm not Force McGee walking down the hallway.
I could be.
You could be.
Yeah. Yeah. I love people that say they don't fart.
So
It's like people that say
the
they've never watched
conversation
porn.
evolves, and while this is going on, like I'm over here actually trying to get
First
work
of all-
done, you guys.
Full disclosure, Jake and I would have stayed at work.
Yeah, they would have.
We'd have just went in, thrown out the boxers,
And
cleaned up.
That's how this next part came up. Because Christian goes, Jake, have you ever had an accident and then like thrown it away? And he's like, well, actually, it just happened to me when I was on break taking a walk in the woods the other day.
You did say that out loud with your words.
I did.
So,
it wasn't the other day. It was during the summer.
You did say the other
on
day.
break from here?
Yeah, because, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to work at 2 to 5. But after the show, I am not.
So you weren't in
You
the
had
woods
events and
here.
stuff.
Yeah.
You were in the woods by your house.
No, I was here. I was over at Walburn Reservoir.
Wait. What reservoir?
Walburn. You know
Where the hell's that?
it's an Alliance. It's like
Wow.
10 minutes from here. It's a beautiful lake. I go there all the time.
Yeah, unless you're crapping in it. Yeah. So you went there for a nature walk
Yeah.
and got sick.
Yeah, because I have like 2 to 3 hours in between my shifts here. I decided
So when you have a break, you just roam the woods aimlessly?
in the summertime, yeah, when it's warm.
Don't say that like everybody does that.
Well, it's a nice park. There's trails. It's not like I'm.
Oh, okay. You're on a trail.
Yeah.
I thought you were just in the woods.
No.
Okay. I thought you were Lewis and Clark looking for the West. I didn't know what was going on. Okay. You're on
No.
a trail.
Yeah. So before that, I always get food. So that day, I decided to get Taco Bell because that's a good idea.
In the summer.
Yeah. In the woods.
And go for a walk.
Yeah. So I had a couple tacos. I'm on my walk. I'm far away from any bathroom. There's nobody else at this park. I have to go to the bathroom. So like I can't hold it anymore. So I find a nice tree.
What was a nice tree?
Proceed to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, now I don't know what to do because I'm not about to pick up some random leaf to take care of that. So I took off my underwear, used that as the
No, you know what though?
Oh, good for you.
I was trying to be resourceful. I wasn't about to get poison ivy on my butt.
So you took your shorts off,
Yeah.
then took your boxers off.
Yep.
In what lifetime can you not clinch it till you get back to the bathroom?
I was like 3 miles from a bathroom. I'm not walking 3 miles
I mean,
after Taco Bell.
seriously, it's a matter of you can't.
I
I
feel
love how
like,
people act like it. Some people have like this amazing sphincter control.
No, but
and,
usually
like,
if you ignore it, it like kind of subsides and it gives you a little extra time to get to where you need to go.
4 miles.
Okay, now it's 4. What is it,
thought
guys?
you
I don't
said
know.
3.
It was a couple miles. I don't know exactly, but
No,
it was
it's a couple. I
it-
need you to pick
it
a
was-
mile.
It was not close.
Was it even a mile?
Yeah, I was not.
He's like,
I was close.
think it was.
No, it
I
was,
could
it
see
was-
the outhouse from where I was.
No, I could not see it. I was pretty
But
far.
it looked pretty far.
There was this building that had men and women written on it. I don't know these 2 doors. I don't know what that was. So, all right. So what you do when you're done? What do you
Yeah,
do?
so then I kicked dirt and leaves over the mess, and then I didn't want to leave my underwear there. I'm like, somebody could find it. So I took a stick and I picked it up and I walked it over to the lake and I tied it around a rock and I yeeted the rock into the river or into the lake so it would sink to the bottom.
You really wanted no trace of this. you tied it to a rock
These are the people I work with,
and
friends.
threw the rock into the river.
Yeah, into the lake. So that way it
So
would
that
sink.
no
What
one
were
would
you
ever
afraid
know.
of? That they,
I don't
like,
know.
It wasn't a body.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
They
want to
weren't
leave
gonna
that
try
in
and
a
match
nice
your
park.
DNA or anything.
I know,
Oh,
but I just
God.
wanted to, you know.
Lauren has never had a butt cheek quivering poop hit her like a sledgehammer. Yeah, there are times
Not
just,
like that.
like an upset stomach just comes on.
No, I get that, but like you get to where you need to go. Usually, you can feel that brewing just a bit. You're like,
Someone said, imagine the diver finding that.
oh my god.
Yeah. That's all coming up. So back in the day weekend, we kicked it off at 5:30. You guys have been amazing with the requests. All these throwbacks you're hearing have been requests from the text line, and you guys have been killing it, and they keep coming in, and we appreciate it. A couple more on that medical billing for Free Advice Friday question that someone asked how to go about. Someone texted in, I asked for an itemized bill, and suddenly my bill dropped from tens of thousands, from 80K to 5K. Let me ask for the itemized bill.
Yeah.
Let me see. My son needed
Cochlear?
cochlear implant surgery for his hearing, and it was seen at Nationwide Children's.
Oh, in
We
Columbus.
didn't qualify for BCMH, and we were able to get on their secondary program to pay a percentage, but instead we had to get an Ohio grant for his CI equipment because insurance wouldn't cover it. We were only allowed one program at a time, so we went with that instead. So my son could have his CI after his surgery. I'm thankful he had it done, as we've been fighting insurance to get it in the works for over 6 years, and now my son is thriving. So very thankful for that outcome. We're just overwhelmed with the amount of everything now. Thanks for your advice. I will definitely be calling them today and request an itemized bill. Thank you to everyone with the praying emoji. Well, we're glad we helped you a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Also, check out there is a program called United Healthcare Children's Foundation, and it provides support to families with medical expenses that aren't covered by commercial health insurance. So I would look into it just to see, and that's called UHCCF. If you Google that, it will come up for you. I would just look and see. I'm a little surprised because Nationwide is a huge hospital and with great children's specialty, very similar to like an Akron children's situation.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they don't have like repayment programs that also will base it off of your income. Because I know Akron Children's has something like that.
I think there's help out there. Unfortunately, it's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go looking for it.
It's the worst. Children who have chronic illnesses or congenital defects or anything like that, the hoops that these parents have to jump through in order to get procedures done, bills paid, coverage. I mean, like, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is. Free Advice Friday. We're going to go to another one here now. Let's see what we got. Advice. Before I even read the question, I love it. Should I be petty or not? That is the question.
Let's go. Shoot.
Little backstory. It says here, daughter is with father this weekend. The other woman took my daughter's phone as punishment, even though me and my daughter's father have an agreement on punishment and time frame together. Should I call at 7:30 a.m. for my one phone call or wait till 11:30 a.m.?
Oh, call at 7:30 and wake that lady up. She took your daughter's phone.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to have to make my call.
That's the immature person in me that wants to say that. But I don't know. I mean, she's under her dad's roof.
Did the daughter do any? Did she deserve a punishment?
Yeah, like, why'd she get the phone taken away?
Yeah, I mean.
And maybe think about bumping that phone call up to 6:30 a.m. Just kidding.
Maybe 5:30. You know, I get it. You want to be petty. You ain't her mom. I get that.
I know, but I also get the pettiness side of things, too.
Yeah. But
you know what? It's very mature of you, though, that you know that it's either petty or not. I mean, at least you know.
Yeah, I mean, I got more respect for the person that says I'm being petty than the person that won't admit they're being petty. So, yeah, I guess do the early call. Wake her ass up. Text message. I need some advice. For the past year or so, my wife has this can't be true.
What?
My wife has a horrible odor down thing. And I don't know how to tell her without setting her off. I'm at the point where I dread doing the deed.
Well, dude, you have to say something. If this is actually true and that's an issue, she may have a very explainable medical issue.
A horrible odor.
I understand that, but I mean, there's certain things that there is. Stop,
brother. What's that?
You're so immature. There are some infections that can cause things like that. Obviously, she could have the most common thing, which is like a yeast infection or something like that.
Yes, of course.
But there's also something called BV, bacterial vaginosis, and it doesn't cause a lot of symptoms until it gets really, really out of control. I think that if you love her and you want to be intimate with her, and I think she would want to know, and I think you say something in the most loving, gentle way that you can and support her in going to the doctors to figure out what's going on.
There's always Febreze. Now, one thing I would want.
Febreze.
La, 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 la,
You would take like air freshener and squirt it on her.
Wow, it smells like a Hawaiian sunset in here. This is fantastic.
Clean linen.
See you later. So I would, one thing I would want, I'm going to be honest. If I had, if my, as Dane Cook says, coin purse was odoriferous, I'd want Jamie to tell me.
Yeah, and
I would. Now, would I feel embarrassed? Of course I would. No one wants to hear that.
Let me just tell you this,
but I would much rather she tell me.
Chances are she knows.
You think?
And she might be afraid to go figure out why.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you can smell yourself. People who are like, what? Like, no.
You can see the wilted flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. You're so dumb.
My petunias. What happened? Did you tell me? So yeah, I would bring it up. Either just be respectful.
Yeah, I mean, it just
respectful.
Right.
A lot of it's the presentation. You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you present it?
Yeah, like if you're gonna stand in the kitchen and be like, by the way, if you're wondering why we haven't been doing it much lately, it's because you stink. Like that's not gonna go over well than just like giving her a hug and just being like, listen, I don't know if you've been aware, but maybe it's time for you to go to the doctor just to get a quick check because I've noticed that things have been off.
Yeah. It smells like August garbage, and I'm not sure why.
Christian.
I'm just saying.
August garbage. Where do you get this crap?
I still say Febreze. So there you go. I seriously bring it up to her. I would want Jamie.
100%.
All jokes aside, I would. Of course, it'd be embarrassing. Of course, she'd be like, "Oh no," but I would much rather her tell me that, and I could fix it, or at least attempt to fix it.
Well, not only that, it might be a health issue. I mean, there's a million reasons why she probably should go have it checked out.
Yeah, absolutely. See, folks, nothing too small, nothing too large, no topic off limits. You know what I mean? Someone said, throw her a bar of soap and into the tub immediately.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. The bubble bath would be fun.
No.
No?
No, every woman knows that bubble baths cause issues like that.
Do they know?
Yes, they can.
A bubble bath can cause
Yes.
a UTI?
Yes.
Well, that's not fun.
I mean, I'm not saying like one here and there is going to cause an issue, but especially if you already have an issue, it might make it worse.
Oh, wow. There's something I didn't know. Fantastic. All right. Back to the throwbacks. You guys are still
And
killing
then
it.
you play this song.
Well,
After he's like, almost don't want to. Oh.
it was literally a request from the text line before I even read that. I'm here to help. We always are. Free Advice Friday. Halsey tickets coming up. But right now, a little genuine pony. Q92. Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you either are stoic and hate everything, or you're laughing, but you don't know what at.
No, I got nothing.
I look over at the video and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like,
Is there a
what did
funny
I just
video?
do?
You're watching a funny video?
No, I'm just watching the stream. I have nothing on my computer.
Oh,
Lord,
boy.
man.
Amy said he hit that pen again.
Hit the pen, or he's doing shrooms while
I don't know what
songs
he's
are
doing
playing.
over there.
Unbelievable. And you're going with the hoodie today, huh?
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
Are you on acid?
What is happening?
Have you-
said, I'm afraid
you
of him.
have you taken pills?
No, I promise.
What is happening?
Nothing. I don't know.
Take us on your journey. Where we're willing to go with you.
There's no journey. I don't know. I was really tired. I stayed up late last night.
Doing what?
I've been working on this side project for this YouTuber that I've been editing for, and it's caused a couple of stresses throughout the week. And then I just was super tired today, and I don't know. Just right now, I just
become slap happy.
I guess so.
So you were just laughing literally at nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad. I don't even know what the hell to say. I don't. All right. Jake, everybody. That's Jake. He'll be at the car show tonight. Maybe. He can find his way there. You might have to tell him he's there. Today's hit music, Q92, going out by request on a Your Call Wednesday. Speaking of calling, who wants to go see Halsey? She's coming to Blossom Music Center this summer, and you could be there because we are giving away a pair of tickets right now. Caller number 10, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck.
Hey, Bargain.
Q92, hello, who's this?
This is Kelly
Kelly, where are you calling from?
from Louisville.
All right, Kelly, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're our winner.
Oh my God!
I know.
Happy Friday, Kelly. We're going to go see Halsey.
Oh my God! I love her. I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited for you because Friday, June 13th, you're going to be at Blossom Music Center. Checking out Halsey for my last trick tour with Royal Otis and Sir Chloe. Just tell everybody your favorite station and make you a winner.
Q92.
All right, there you go. Congratulations, Kelly from Louisville. She's going to see Halsey. That's awesome. Coming up the 9 o'clock hour. More of your requests on a back in the day weekend. There are so many coming into our text line. You can call them in too at 330-450-9292. But so many of them coming in. You guys have had amazing ones all morning long. Also, Maddie Zurakowski, Hall of Fame Village. We got some interesting stuff to talk to her about this morning.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
There's something coming. We got to talk about with her.
Especially if you guys have ever listened to like our whole LARPing talk.
Yeah.
You're going to want to just don't miss this.
LARPing adjacent.
Yeah.
It's coming up. That's called a tease in the 9 o'clock hour. Someone wants to hear Finger 11 Paralyzer. Again, you guys are killing it today. Damn, what a great back in the day weekend we're off to. It's Paralyzer. It's 8:56. It's Q92. Good morning, everybody. Parent of the year, me. I'm downstairs with him. I got the door shut so we can't go upstairs because everyone else is doing something and I'm working, still getting the base set up, doing some cleaning. And because I'm a genius, I had Windex on the floor. So I'm over. I'm putting together his play pad again because he likes to rip it apart. It's the alphabet one.
Yeah.
Dumbest purchase I ever made. He just loves to rip it apart.
Of course he does.
And I'm OCD about his room being nice, so I put it back together. Constantly, I'm going over the alphabet again.
Yeah.
So I'm over there, bent over, and I look over. He's got the Windex bottle pointed in his mouth with his mouth open, about to squeeze it. And I yell no so loud that I get a text 2 seconds later. What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh, our son just almost ingested
some Windex.
So I got over and take it off, and he was so pissed that I dared take the Windex off him.
Of course he was.
He wasn't scared that I yelled at him. He was looking at me like, you son of a...
This is the stage where they've gotten a taste of freedom now because they can walk. Like, everything will be rebellion. They don't want to be held. They don't want to be told what to do. They want to feed themselves. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, this was probably my least favorite stage that you're entering.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to, like... you can't turn your back.
Have you done the whole, like, you're holding him and he wants down so bad, like, all of a sudden he just folds? And, like, you're about to drop him. You're like, what are you doing?
He does the thing now where, like he wants... I hold him, he wants down. I put him down, he gets mad.
Yeah. They don't know what they want. They're so confused.
But, yeah, that was my first, like, almost disaster. I turned around. He literally had the Windex.
Good for him that he figured that out. And
Thank God it was locked.
Yeah.
Not that, like, Windex would instantly... But not ideal.
No, he would be okay, I think.
But I got it. Man.
I mean, as long as he didn't drink the whole bottle or anything.
Was there a moment you ever... What was a turnaround moment with one of your kids when they were that young? Where you turned around and went...
Oh, my daughter. For sure. She was like... If you know my daughter, she is the biggest rule follower in the entire world. And it's been that way since day one. So I was putting laundry away. I was pregnant with Anthony. And I turned around because I heard something. I'm like, what is that? She's jumping on her bed, which like never, ever had happened before. And I was like, oh my gosh, Marin. And she like hit the deck. I must have startled her. And she actually ended up driving her bottom 2 teeth through her bottom lip because she hit her mouth on the footboard when she hit the deck.
So you actually caused it.
I did. And so, like, I grabbed her because the blood was immense. I mean, any, like, mouth or head injury bleeds just so much. But the problem was that when I was pregnant with Anthony, blood made me queasy. So by the time I got outside to Tony, I was carrying a toddler who was bleeding all over my shoulder, and I was white as a ghost because I was about to pass out. Like, the doctors at the hospital were like, ma'am, you should probably just take a seat in the hallway and let your husband handle this.
You need to go.
I was so pale.
Now the kid's a lot more active at home. The kid started walking this weekend, but I talked about how I was working in the basement with him last night. Turn around, the kid's trying to spray Windex in his mouth. Luckily, the lock was on, stopped it, and I asked the question. What was when your kid was like 1, 2, or 3, what was your poop moment? You turn around and you're like, I'd ask you, Jake, but you don't have any kids.
No.
So I don't want to, unless there's a
That
story.
I know of.
Yeah, that I know of. Who knows? That McDonald's days could come back to get you one
Jeez,
day.
Jake. Yeah.
You little stud.
He was out there fertilizing
Yeah.
the world.
He's like,
because
I
of
might have a
children
million
he doesn't know
kids.
about.
Hanging a TV, set the screwdriver down. Within 5 seconds, little one snagged it and started stabbing surge protector.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's 5 seconds later, and he's just putting it in the outlet.
That's like, yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Our top shelf liquor got turned into top shelf cleaning products due to our children. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. When my daughter was in first grade, I got a call from school telling me that she had a Skittle stuck in her nose. They couldn't get it out, so when I came to pick her up, I asked her why she would stick a Skittle in her nose. She says, because my friend told me to. P.S. I literally made her blow her nose one time, and it came right out.
The school didn't make.
The school never thought of that?
See, my sister did that with a jelly bean on Easter, but she got it so lodged up in there, like they had to
Tweezer?
yeah, they had to lay her down, hold her down, and go up with tweezers to pull it out.
Good Lord. When I was about 3 to 4, my dad left me in his van to run in the house. When he came out, I locked the door and wouldn't let him in. I knocked the van out of gear, and it rolled back and hit the neighbor's car across the street. LOL. Can you imagine her dad?
Oh my!
You come out and see the car rolling backwards
with
and
your kid
hits-
in it,
and it hits your neighbor's car.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's a no poop moment.
Yeah.
Daughter, text message. Daughter was a little over a year old and had furniture,
Polish.
a bottle of furniture polish she grabbed, being in her walker, and put it in her mouth when I looked over and grabbed it from her.
Oh.
Jesus. That's stressing me out. You can't leave anything.
No, and you've
can't.
got to watch. We actually had a friend who's.
It's almost like when I'm cleaning my house, I want him out.
They had younger kids, or older kids, and they had a playroom in the basement, and she would be on them all the time. Like, when you come up from the basement, you've got to close the door because their younger brother was in a walker.
Yeah.
He went down. One of their kids did not shut the door. He went down the steps. Thank God he was okay. But she rushed him to the emergency room. He had a hairline fracture on his collarbone, but he was so lucky that he didn't hurt his head. His head is what she was so worried about.
Yeah.
Me later.
My oh no moment wasn't because of me. My ex's mother was watching our son. He was following her around the house in his walker. I walked in. She saw me, and she was pulling the gate away from the basement doorway. She sat the gate to the side and walked forward to talk to me. As she stepped forward, my son looked down the basement steps like they were frickin' candy. He went straight down the basement steps. Is this your friend?
I don't know.
He was fine, but I swear my heart stopped. Then a couple years later, my son opened up the basement door at another house and let my daughter down the steps in her walker.
Oh, my gosh.
She was also okay. Shake my head. Get your kids away from walkers.
No, I don't think that was my friend because it was literally one of her other children that did not. They came up from the playroom to get a drink and did not shut the door.
Every parent's got an oh no moment.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could try your hardest. One winter when my son was a baby, the pipes in the basement burst from being too cold outside. My partner and I put the baby down as we were scrambling around to get the pipes to stop spraying. As there was about 1 foot of water in the basement. Not thinking, with the basement door open, our baby crawled to the door and went down the stairs. Luckily, the water broke his fall and was okay. That was the most freaked out moment I had. Good Lord. When I was about 2, I was in a walker and went over and pulled a hot iron down, and it hit me in the face. Damn. Live to tell the tale.
My mom had 2 uh-oh moments. She shares them with us, like, proudly because we're fine. But
Yeah.
I rolled out of the car face down into a parking lot. When she got out of the car, she turned around to get me, and I was gone. And it was because they were parked on a hill. And, like, back then, you didn't have to secure the car seat in the car. So I was just sitting between my mom and dad.
You just went rolling?
Yeah, they were, like, parked side. My mom got out of the car when she moved. My seat tipped, and I rolled right out, and she found me face down on the concrete. So I went to the emergency room for that. And then she had me on her lap at some Chinese restaurant, and I was a kid playing with my rattles. And I hit her bowl of soup, and the hot soup spilled into my lap and gave me burns on my thighs.
This has nothing to do with the... Kicking it off right with this awesome back in the day weekend. We kicked off at 5:30 this morning. The texts keep coming to the requests from the 90s and 2K, and they have all been awesome. We've been all over the spectrum, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm, like I said, coming home from school, putting on MTV, and listening to the top 10.
Coming home from school.
School.
And mine would be like pulling out of the school parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't come home and rush and like turn on MTV or anything
I
like
would,
that.
because I love music.
I just like
put on TRL.
Yeah, isn't it funny how we thought we were so cool back then? The way we would like. There was no bumping on my Honda Accord, but people would. You know what I mean? The people that could afford
Black Cavalier.
Yeah.
You know how many CDs I had on that damn thing? Oh
the
my
Eagle
God.
Talon people, they usually had some subs in the trunk.
Oh yeah.
The CRX, the Honda CRX kids.
Geo Tracker kids.
That was my friend. Yeah, she had a Geo Tracker.
Yeah, that's the girl.
Blue.
That's the girl with key your car.
Maybe accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, only if you mess with her.
That was the hot girl that would ruin your life and bring the drama. That was the girl that would. No,
okay,
that's
well,
the girl
in my case, I don't think it was that way.
would key your car. She would bring the drama to your house. She would yell at you. She would. Yeah, that was that girl.
Like in a.
But she was hot, so you let it go. That's who drove the Geo Truck. The really hot girls that you wanted to date and hook up with, they drove the Sunfires, the Grand Dams.
See, in my experience, my sister-in-law had a Sunfire. See, she was built different just because she went to a certain school, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to, but she went to a certain school, and like the girls there were just like tougher. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They were tough.
Yeah.
And like she drove the Sunfire, she would have keyed your car probably. She might have fought you too.
Yeah. The Geo Tracker girl would have fought you. She'd fight everybody.
In my case, maybe more verbally. I don't think it would come to blows.
Oh no, Geo Tracker girl, she'll drive up on your yard. Like, oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh no, and she'd ruin your credit.
All of these assumptions,
No,
just off the
They
car.
all check out. They all check out, but most of the hot girls drove the Sunfire or the Grand Dam. And some of them had the steering wheel cover, like leopard print.
Yeah, my sister-in-law she had the Sunfire convertible. It was awesome. We had fun in that car.
I mean, think about it. Guys, think about it right now. Think about, and you go back to your 20s, your college, your high school years. Go back to those years and think about the hottest girl, or the girl you had the biggest crush on. What did she drive? Seriously, what did she drive? I'll bet you a lot of them were one of those cars, a Cavalier Sunfire, a Grand Am, a Geo Tracker.
A Chrysler.
Now, if you had the girl that had the S10, look out. Murder. But I mean, but she
that
also
was my dream car.
She also could change a tire. She also could. You know
I
what
wanted
mean?
a black Chevy S10 extended cab with the flared wheel wells. Like
Yep.
that was my dream truck.
Yep. I remember borrowing a huge box with 2.5-inch speakers in it from one of our guy friends and putting it in my girlfriend's little Ford Escort, and we'd go cruising. We thought we were so cool.
Well, around here it was always you would cruise Tusk. If you're from Stark County, you know. Tusk was the place to go. You would cruise all the way down to Lincoln Way back,
Good car here that I left out. Someone texted in the car that the hottest girl back in their 20s or college. Mitsubishi Eclipse was what the hottest girl he
100%.
knew. Yep.
Eclipse, Talon, and in our case, we also had a lot of people that drove the Chrysler LeBaron convertibles.
Again, go back to your high school, college years and text in, guys. What car did that girl you thought was so hot drive? You were just like, anytime you saw her, you're like, oh. It's going to check out. I'm telling you. Someone said I had a Chrysler LeBaron back in the day. Nothing
Heck
wrong
yeah.
with a LeBaron.
I wanted one so bad. I wanted it to be hunter green with tan interior. I'd still drive it today.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I would do it.
Let me see. Don't forget the hose and the Fieros.
Fieros.
I was the girl who had the Mercury Cougar XR7. It had a 5.0 in it, and I would race the Mustangs, and I would win back in the day.
The Cougar was fast. It was very sporty, too.
Very sporty.
Yeah.
It is a back in the day weekend. We got a lot of requests to try to get to here before we get out, but don't worry. We'll be playing your requests from now all the way through Sunday night. You're going to be hearing these awesome throwbacks. We got a forecast coming up from Mark Johnson, and we'll be joined by Maddie Zurikowski from the Hall of Fame Village as well. It's all coming up here on Q. Rage Room, these effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
there's moms that want to get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kid started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, oh, mommy's going to start going, oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home. Like, he was making fun of me because I do.
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's an honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to start finding a hobby or something, because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe do couples ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get a sports thing for him. Get a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic.
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Got a little problem at the house currently.
Uh-oh.
Came home. We all went out to dinner yesterday. We took the not daughter and her boyfriend out to dinner.
Oh, they went with you guys.
Yeah, they weren't ashamed. This
Okay,
time. They must
okay.
have been hungry. So we went out.
Or broke.
Yeah, or broke. One of the two. Went out. We came home, and Jamie's like, "No, take a bath." I was like, "You take a bath. I got the kids. No worries." She took a bath.
Was it her first bath in the house?
Hers, I think.
Yeah.
Normally we just give Jimmy a bath. And
Yeah.
everything seemed fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things seemed great. Hanging out. I'm in bed. I got Jimmy in bed with me. We're watching TV. We're playing around, hanging out. John is even hanging out with us on her phone, chilling. And I got Jimmy, and he's getting close. He's getting close to going to sleep. She's like, "Oh, I got to go get his medicine." He's got a little ear infection in both ears.
Yep.
She goes down to get her medicine. I hear her yell from downstairs. I'm like,
Water.
I didn't hear what she said. I go, what'd she say? I don't know. Then I hear clearly, "The floor's flooded."
Uh-oh.
I didn't even get up. I just went. Didn't even get up.
Welcome to home ownership again.
I stayed with the baby. I didn't. It's not that I refused to help, but someone had to stay with the baby because I didn't want the baby down there with a wet floor. I just literally. They make fun of me. They say I do the sigh all the time when I'm like.
Okay.
They say I'll be in the house. Someone will have it just like. So we cleaned it all up, and there's definitely a little ceiling problem, and so we couldn't use our bathrooms, whatever, today. Well, luckily for us in our basement, we have a full bathroom.
That's good.
It is good. It's kind of the creepy bathroom, but
Basement bathrooms usually are.
I'll take it. It's nice to know like we can still shower and do what we got to do, and we can't cause any more. So,
Plumber.
oh, I would say maybe more than that. I don't. You know what I mean?
You're going to need somebody to fix your drywall
Yeah.
and ceiling.
Yeah. Now, well, obviously, we have homeowners insurance, and we have even a warranty on the house.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the deductible is yet.
Well, is that something that you think that maybe the previous owners knew could be a problem?
I mean, listen, you're never going to own a home and not have something go wrong with it, whether you bought it or whether you built it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
But I don't know. Did they know and just be like, oh.
I mean, trust me, when we bought our house, it was scary. I told you I wouldn't let Marin crawl on the kitchen floor until we replaced it a year and a half later.
I will say this about these, and these, whoever owned this house, they left it filthy.
Which that tells
And
you
I'm
a lot
sorry.
about. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying, oh, look at me, but
No,
we
you should
left
clean
when
it.
I left my house in Alliance, I cleaned the hell out of that thing. And I'm talking about baseboards, floors, walls. When we left that condo, was it perfect? But no, but we cleaned the hell out of that condo. We scrubbed the carpets, we wiped the walls, we wiped the baseboards, we cleaned out the microwave. We made
That's how you
sure that
should
when
clean.
they came into that house, that it was ready to move in and it was clean. So that did not happen.
Yeah.
At all. But Candlebox far behind on a back in the day weekend where I will just keep complimenting you guys. Your requests have been insanely good this morning. And it started at 5:30 a.m. You guys started bringing it. Whatever it is, they've been bringing it all morning.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
90s, 2K requests all weekend long. Keep calling us with them. 330-450-9292. Keep texting them in as well. 330-269-9292. We'll get them on for you. Not just today, but you'll hear these throwbacks from now all the way through Sunday night. How awesome is that? Okay, if it's Friday and it's around 20 minutes after 9, that means we're talking to Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village, who's joining us like she does every Friday. And Maddie, good morning. How are we?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing good. Like the little house plant back there behind you.
Thank you. It's fake. but
I
she
love
adds aesthetic.
That's what I've been, Jamie.
You
I've been
love
talking
to
about.
see where she's at and what's going
well,
on.
you know
like
what?
every time she joins.
Do you know why it's interesting?
Lauren and I
Because
were just talking about this.
we literally talked about this when we saw each other the other
because
day.
it changes. Like
Yeah.
it's the locations change, the backgrounds change. I'm always interested in the background of where people are at. So I enjoy it, and I always pay attention to what's going on in the background.
You always say positive things too about my background, so
Listen.
I'd say that's good.
See, I'm, as the kids say, rizzing her up right now,
Uh-huh.
or glazing. It's called glazing too.
Yeah.
When I have a teenager.
Yeah.
so I
You're
know.
sugarcoating everything. Like you're making it
Yeah,
sweet.
That's
Yeah.
no cap.
I know.
Absolutely. I know a new thing kids are saying is cake. If something's not true, they say that's cake. That's fake.
Well, why wouldn't they just say fake? Why are they changing that to a C?
Because of that show on Netflix, Is It Cake?
Oh, yeah, where it's like it looks like a purse and like you got to pick which ones.
But it's
Oh, yeah, I
fake.
see.
So they're saying that's
yeah.
cake. That's not true. That's fake. Is what they're doing. I also use TikTok to my advantage.
The only thing in our household that's really made a strong presence is crashing out.
Oh yeah, crashing out's big right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash out. Like I hear this.
Maddie,
my
last time you saw a coworker crash out, when was it? It happens here
Honestly, we don't have time to crash out.
daily. She has to go home and crash out. She's doing it at work.
Oh my God, we have
yeah,
crash
I
outs
definitely
here.
crash out at home. That's for sure.
Crash out. Yeah, we all have them.
Yeah,
we all have.
That's fair.
Looking forward to talking to you today, Maddie, because there's some really cool things I want to talk about with you that we both want to talk about that are coming up. But one of them in particular is insanely interesting to us here, especially at Q92. I mean, you guys are always looking for cool, interesting things to bring to Canton. All jokes aside, like things that haven't been done before, just new things, new experiences when they come to the village. And you guys, wow, you got one that just blew us away and got our attentions here at Q92 immediately.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
actually,
let's get into it.
to your point, Lauren and I were just talking about this the other day. She was like, did you have us in mind? Like, I know we've talked kind of about this before, but for those who don't know, we actually just announced we are bringing armored MMA, which is essentially professional medieval combat, to the Hall of Fame Village. So what's really neat is that it's going to be this summer, June 7th, at our Center for Performance Dome. And really, we're kind of reworking the dome to be unlike anything we've done before. So it's truly going to be an arena-like setting where you think of your traditional MMA or boxing matches with, kind of that square look and then the seating all around it. So we're super excited. I believe there's going to be 12 different matchups throughout the night. So it'll start at 7 and go to about midnight. But I mean, it's insane. Like the Armored MMA team has actually been around for about 20 years now. And just within the past, I would say 6 months, it's taken off, it's gone viral, and people can't get enough of it. So we're super excited to kind of have them host one of their, I want to say it's like a semi match at Hall of Fame Village. And we're hoping to then bring, the championship later on in the year. But tickets actually go on sale Monday, the 24th. We can sign up for pre-sale now at hofvillage.com. But like I said, it's amazing, it's exciting, it's unique, and we've never seen anything like it before.
Have you thought about having a king and a queen just to oversee all of the things that are going on? Christian, I can see you all dressed up and in the medieval stuff, and like you can kiss my ring before each match.
And you and me, we'll be the king, and then Jake will be our jester.
Yes!
We'll
Oh
just
my gosh!
sit there and just watch as if we're in some way in charge of anything. But I want to
You're
make.
like, no, they can begin.
Begin the
king.
fire.
Right.
Bring me spiced meat, someone spiced meat. but for people that don't understand, like there's LARPing, but this is real combat.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like people, just for those listening that maybe this is the first time you've even heard of this,
like
sport,
real weapons.
Please look it up and Google it, and YouTube it. But Maddie, this is real. This is the real MMA. This is real combat.
Yeah, it's so interesting because it's truly, to your point, blending both. I mean, these are trained fighters that are purely just doing it in your typical medieval wear. So they will have, of course, the masks and the helmets and just everything on that you would expect a knight would have. And then they will be using, weapons. To your point, I don't think they're like they're not like the sharpest or like the craziest that they
can
be.
To the death.
The way that it was put to me when we were there the other day was you can't take anyone's head off, but I think you might be able to make someone bleed.
Oh yeah, no.
As far as like the weapons go.
It's nuts. These people are bruised, they're bloody. I mean, it's like essentially this, instead of using your hands, you're using weapons, in just a different MMA format. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Definitely YouTube it. We have a video on HUF Village too, if you're interested in checking
We
it
shared
out.
it on TikTok. So you guys can always go to Q92's
perfect.
TikTok page or go to the Hall of Fame Village TikTok page. We shared the video you guys shared of them doing the fight, that the combat and everything. It's super cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What a very cool, unique thing to bring to Canton. Seriously, because
Yes.
especially this area, Northeast Ohio, they love their MMA, they love their UFC, they love their wrestling, their WWE, and this is just such an interesting twist on all that, and just unique and something that you don't see a lot. And we don't gotta. It's in our backyard. We don't gotta go over to Cleveland to do it or Pittsburgh to do it. We're right here in Canton. We can go and check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a feeling that's going to be packed, Maddie.
Yeah, I want to say we already have a few hundred people signed up for pre-sale right now, which is super exciting. I mean, especially too, this whole group comes out of Nashville. So it's nice to know just too. I mean, obviously the word has traveled. And even just if you look at any of their social media, I want to say on average, it's about like 35 million views per video that they're getting right now. It's just crazy how it's blowing up after all this time, but they're so deserving and we're just excited. And who knows, you could see some knights and armored people around Canton. You never know. They're just kind of checking it out.
You have to keep your eyes peeled.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And then, but before that, we have another event that came in 2022. Three. Okay.
Yep.
And was incredible. They're bringing it back. And it's tacos and tequila. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm so excited for this one. We had a long discussion too about our lucha wrestlers, because that's where my heart is in, the lucha wrestlers in between performances from the artists. So
yeah,
Maddie, tell us about the weekend.
Like Lauren said, literally, we are so excited to bring tacos and tequila back. It's such a fun day. And honestly, I know I say, oh, it's unlike, things we've done before. At least in the stadium, it's such a fun festival type of setting instead of your typical, if you've been to the Concert for Legends or seen comedians at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, it is truly your festival type feel. So it's over Cinco de Mayo weekend. We're going to, of course, have tacos and tequila. We're also going to be having a Chihuahua Fest. And the live performances are going to be by Flo Rida, Twista, Genuine, Lil Rob, and DJ Scribble. So we have a great lineup. It's going to be a great day. I think we already have a few of our taco trucks locked and ready to go. Tickets are on sale now at hufvillage.com, and the earlier you get them, the better. It's actually tiered pricing. So I want to say that goes up starting next week. So if you're interested, get them while you can, and it's going to be just a great day. By that point, I believe it's May 3rd. I think everyone's going to be ready to get out of the house and just have some fun and kick off, early spring, summer vibes.
Yeah, and the Chihuahua Fest, Christian, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's Chihuahuas.
It's what it is.
Like Chihuahua puppies, like dogs.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We're going to welcome all dogs, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I feel like it just adds an extra kind of twist to the day that we haven't done before. We have the perfect place to do it in Play Action Plaza. So it's just going to be kind of a great all around campus atmosphere, whether you're, inside the stadium enjoying the music, or you're in fan engagement zone eating food, or just, having fun with the dogs. You need a break in Play Action Plaza. So it's a win-win.
And I'm telling you, I know we said it last week, but Flo Rida is a party by himself.
Oh, yeah, we know firsthand.
So that's going to be insane when he's there at Tom Benson. It's going to be so good. It's going to be tacos and tequilas. We got armored night fighting.
Oh,
we got it all.
We got it all.
We got flag football coming in July.
Yeah.
There's just so much you guys got going on. And I know you guys are never satisfied. You guys are always hard at work looking at the next thing, the next idea to come in there. I'd love your guys' brainstorming meetings must be really fun.
They would be.
They are always like above and beyond able to be creative. So that's always makes it fun and exciting.
Super
So what are we doing this weekend, Maddie? What is Maddie Zurakowski doing this weekend?
I am going skiing.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Maddie? You know, like when we ask like Jake, like,
She
what
always
are you
has
doing?
plans.
Like,
Oh, I know, and he's like,
I don't
nothing.
even know where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anytime you go to Maddie, like there's like a legit thing she's doing.
Yep.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And they're
Girls,
like
like,
real activities.
can
They're
I
not like,
tell
I'm
you?
going to want to watch Netflix. She's like, I'm going to London. She's like, I'm
Like literally,
going skiing.
our GM must have been listening because when he saw Maddie the other day, he was like, "How was Luca the other night?"
Yeah, no, he was like, I was there too. Like, I didn't see you. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Like, easy, pal. Like,
Everybody knows where she's at.
yeah. So skiing this week. I didn't know. So you're a big skier?
I started kind of late in the game, but we go to Holiday Valley in New York, so it's
Okay.
not too bad of a drive from here. So I'm super excited. It's one of the things my family and I like to do together. So it's perfect weather right now. Usually, we always try and go between Christmas and New Year's, and every year it always seems to be warm. So kind of have to wait till later in the year to get some good snow. But yeah, it'll be a great weekend.
You go down the Diamond Hills?
Oh, I go down. I'm like, play it safe. I'm very average, but I have a lot of fun. I don't need to be stressed. I'm more of a blue.
Gotcha. Just want to go down a little hill. That's all
Yeah.
you want to do.
That would
Yeah,
be
I
me.
just want to
Like,
have
"Whee!"
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Well, safe travels. Hope you enjoy the skiing
you.
this weekend.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you again next week. Can't wait to see what's in the background next week.
Sounds good. Thank you guys.
All right.
Yeah, Maddie.
Maddie Zurikowski, Hall of Fame Village. She's the best. Joins us every Friday, updates us on the Hall of Fame Village, folks. That MMA, armored MMA thing.
Oh my
Go-
gosh,
What?
we're so stupid.
What?
Maddie's birthday was yesterday, and I had it locked in to wish her a happy birthday.
Wow.
I know, and someone just put on Facebook, "Happy birthday, Maddie," and it reminded
How did
me.
they know and we forgot?
Maybe they know Maddie.
They
No,
must.
we talked about it last week that her birthday would be coming up,
Listeners
and
don't
then
miss.
I talked to her again on Tuesday or Wednesday. I
Maddie,
can't remember what
we
days are.
apologize.
Yeah, happy birthday, Maddie.
Happy birthday. Great way to celebrate it with your family, skiing this weekend.
Yeah.
And oh man, I'm telling you guys, go to YouTube, look up armored MMA.
I gotta go text her now. I feel real bad about
You
that.
should actually. You
Yeah.
should feel kind of sad that you did that to a good friend.
I do. Thanks.
Well, hey, listen, send her.
He said I remember from last week. One of our listeners.
There you go.
I know we're turds. I'm gonna go text her right
Gotta
now.
love it. We're turds, she said. Benson Boone, slow it down on Q92.
I never met you, but I wanted to.
I get that. Has this brought any rage out of you yet, Jake? Or are you still rageless?
Not yet.
Nothing.
It
Nothing
takes
bothers
quite
this
a
guy.
bit to get him ruffled.
Yeah, you think something would have pissed him off in the last couple weeks.
I know.
God, mighty.
Guess not.
All right, Jake. Must be nice to live in your little world of Zen, huh?
I used to meditate all the time, actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Stop.
When I was in high school, when I was going through some breakups, I got a guided meditation app. I would do it every morning before my shower.
Like on a yoga mat or like just in
No,
bed?
just on the bathroom floor.
Wait. So when in high school, at Jackson High School, I hate when you make me stop the music. And you went through.
I love it.
Someone broke up with you,
Yeah.
and your thought was, "How do I get through this?" And you got a meditation app.
Yep.
And on your bathroom floor, would meditate every morning.
Every
before
morning
school.
for like a solid couple months. Yeah.
What would
It like taught me things like how to set boundaries, how to like.
I'm glad it worked for you. It was the mental picture of seeing Jake sitting on the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I see, like in your bathroom and downward dog, and just
No, I
like
wasn't doing yoga. I was meditating. I had earplugs in. I got earplugs or headphones.
Did you have a salt lamp or anything?
No.
They say that like helps.
what would you do? Would you like sit Indian style and
Yeah.
just close your eyes?
Yep.
Why your bathroom? What's wrong with your bedroom?
I could have done it in my bedroom. I don't know. I just always did it before my shower. So I got my clothes, put them in the shower, meditated, and took a shower. It was
With
like
the
a routine I
shower
did.
on while you were meditating
I don't think so.
to create a steamy
Did you
warm.
say-
environment?
wait,
Because it was only
wait,
5-minute meditation.
I'm trying to like paint a picture. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
did you say you got out of your clothes then meditated?
No.
Oh, I was like, you were
I got my
nude
clothes like,
meditating.
I'm so hoping that's
I did.
what you said.
I think I did say that, but I didn't mean that. Like I got my clothes ready. Like
And put him in the
took-
bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
I was still clothed while I was meditating.
So you would sit Indian style on your cold bathroom floor as opposed to your bedroom.
Yeah, did you put a towel down?
There was a
mat?
rug. There's bathroom rugs.
Okay.
And you would what? Like, would there be like music playing?
Yeah, it has soft, music. It was a guided meditation, so like he would tell you to.
I've
like,
done it with the Calm app, like the breathe in,
Yeah.
hold it, now breathe out through the nose.
Yeah, he would just
know what
talk
I
to you
mean?
about like, certain things, and it was always like every day was a new lesson or whatever.
Yeah. And usually, like, there's some ocean waves crashing in the background, like some very calming sort of musical or audio stimulation.
Wow, that is.
I tried to use the Calm app. I tried to meditate when I was having my surgery done because they kept me awake for it.
That is.
I wigged out. There was no amount of meditation that could have calmed me down.
And did it help you?
Yeah, it did. It got me through some stuff, and it calmed me down, and I learned some things.
Oh,
Was it like this?
we needed some Enya to back
Sure.
this up. Do you know what this is?
I do not.
It's called Sail Away.
Yeah, I've heard it.
It's actually called Orinoco Flow
Whatever.
by Enya with an E.
Miles wants to know what app you use.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was blue.
Oh, okay, I remember
It
that.
might have been the Calm app, but I don't know if it was.
I love the Calm app. I listen to that every night when I go to bed. Thunderstorms or crickets. Yep.
So the guy would just talk to you?
Yeah.
Like, you're a good person.
Sometimes,
No,
yeah. And then
it's
he would make you
okay
repeat
to
things.
say
Yeah.
no. Yeah, like
Don't beat yourself up.
it's positive affirmations and like reinforcement to try and like mentally help you understand what you're going through is normal and
You're a winner.
you can handle it.
All right.
I'm proud of you for taking such
Thanks.
mature steps in high school. Seriously.
Just
Yeah,
threw me
yeah.
off. Just threw me off for a second. I'm fine. I support it. Just was like, oh.
Did somebody recommend that or you just did that on yourself?
I don't know. I really don't. I remember watching like it was comedy videos and I don't know. It was a YouTube channel of like Charisma on Command. I think it was called. Or, like,
Charisma on Command.
yeah, and it was like they
That's
taught you how to like.
fantastic.
I don't know. I don't know how I found it. I really don't remember.
I love that though. Taking his own coping skills into his own hands, and I think that's good. Being
Comes right up
proactive.
in YouTube. Charisma on Command comes right up. The best. Oh, is it a podcast?
I don't know. It was years ago. I watched
Maybe
it.
it
It
wasn't
could be
at
now.
that point. Yeah, now it is.
I'm getting a lot of comedy videos when I put that in. I thought it came up, but I'm getting a lot of comedy videos. Find your passion in less than 3 minutes. Oh, how to be funny. How to make them laugh. All right.
Maybe I need to watch this.
How to be the most confident version of yourself.
How to never be boring in a conversation. I get accused of that all the time. Boring storyline.
Hey, guys, I found buttons yesterday.
Hey.
Lots of people fall asleep during a meditation. It means they need it. If you don't think you can do it, you really need it. Why don't you still meditate, Jake? Someone wants to know.
I don't know. I just kind of got out of it. I would like to. I want to
He
get
met
back into
Star.
it. Sure,
It's true.
that is true.
That is true. All right, there you go. Things you don't know. We've learned a lot in today's show.
We really have.
By the way, could someone look outside? Alien check. More. This is a moment that could change your life. Like we said, we had a Millennium album, start to finish. It's not often that artists anymore, or ever really, made albums that you could, honest to God, truly put on from start to finish and just let it go.
Yeah.
Now, today's world, it's different. We make our playlist, we do all that, but like you got to buy the CD, you know?
Yeah.
you'd skip songs.
My-
Even if you like the artist, you'd skip some songs.
Well, we were so into it. We listened to it so much. We would keep my nephews, Tony's nephews, overnight. And they literally started watching the music video so much. The next thing you knew, they were like across the room and they all had their parts. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they would be certain Backstreet Boys.
We wanted to be, yeah.
Right. And they would do like the dance and the hand motions. And they were like 4 to 6 years old. Yeah, it was really funny.
I mean, I'm trying to think other albums that I could listen to from start to finish. Obviously, to me, in sync, No Strings Attached.
No Strings Attached and Millennium were two of them.
You could literally let them run.
Yeah.
There were some Bon Jovi albums, I would say. New Jersey, I could let go.
Yeah.
The first Eminem album, I could let that go from start to finish, and I didn't have to skip anything. There was nothing I want. Like, it's tough because you're always like, no, not that one. You know, I'm taking us back.
I even do that with Taylor now.
Like, not that one.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, man. Text message. Kids these days don't understand scratching a CD, listening to it so much. Mine was Michael Jackson Thriller. So that was an album. You put that CD in and you wouldn't skip a song.
No.
You just let it go. Jay kind of missed the CDs. I think you came in as they were ending.
Yeah. I had a CD player in my first car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is there an album that you honest would put in? You didn't have to skip anything. I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah, I would.
I can't think of one. Because even like the AJR albums that I have now, I have a couple of them on CDs. So I'll skip a song or two.
Yeah, I understand. There's a Sound of Madness, Shine Down. I don't have to skip a song.
I think there was very few that I had to skip. I was a big Bush 16 Stone album
That's
fan.
a great album.
Yeah.
That was a
I used
really
to listen
good
to
album.
that one pretty much from start to finish.
$9:43. Thanks again to Maddie Zurakowski for joining us from Hall of Fame Village, and happy birthday to Maddie. Thanks to our listeners for reminding us it was her birthday.
I know, right?
But man, this is awesome. Q92, these throwbacks are so fun. Loving it this morning. Thank you for having us on. And again, throwbacks are all weekend long, not just with us. It's going to keep going. Nicolina, with Keller, then with Ryan tonight, all weekend long. The throwbacks from the 90s and 2K. And we still see all these requests that are coming in. We're going to get to as many as we can. Obviously, call them in 330-450-9292. Text them in 330-269-9292. It's a bag of the day weekend here on Q92. Looking for a great paying career with great benefits? Then PCC Airfoils and Minerva Oil.
I have an observation this morning.
Yeah.
You are a little peppy. And last night was your first night.
Yeah, went terrible.
Okay.
2 hours of sleep.
Why?
Couldn't sleep.
Can you take like a sleeping pill or something?
Couldn't figure out. It was working. Then I don't think it was working, but I didn't know if it wasn't working. I didn't want to break anything, so I was just sitting there. And then I finally was just hitting buttons randomly like a kid who's never played a video game before. And it kicked on a little bit more or turned up. I don't know. I don't even know what I did. And then I finally fell asleep probably around 2:15, 2:30. Got to get up at 4.
So maybe we
Literally
fiddle.
had the mask on before 11 o'clock.
Well, maybe we fiddle with the mask tonight when you get home from work.
Tossed, turned, gagged, coughed.
Is it a full mask?
They wouldn't give me the nose one. Mine's too severe. When I went in there and they were talking about, I saw the options. They're like, so which one do you like? And I was like, the one with just the nose looks pretty good. And I knew because Leia's like, everyone says that. But see, and then she like pointed to like my sleep report.
Like, listen.
She's like, but see, she's like, we want to get your incidence down to, 5 per sleep cycle. You know what mine was at my sleep study?
God.
68.
Okay, and you're complaining about how uncomfortable the mask is?
Yes.
Christian, you could
Only once. I wore it. Didn't take it off once. Now, I will say, I was a little bitch. Because Jamie fell asleep. I was tossing and turning. I did punch the bed a few times. I took off my socks and threw them as hard as I could across the room out of anger. Didn't wake anybody, but I was very much being a little brat, borderline bitch, because I was so uncomfortable and I knew I couldn't take it off. And I'm just like, this is my life now. This is not just today.
Okay, but
this is my
hold
life.
on a second. You will warm up to it. You will.
So I didn't fall asleep till after literally 2 a.m. I wake up at 4.
I know.
So although I may seem peppy,
You do seem peppy.
I'm actually annoyed. Not at anyone, just at life.
The Celsius really does it for you.
Well, it is a tropical vibe.
It is.
So, and I'm tired. I can't nap. I got to pick up the kid. Then I got a basketball game to call on the radio tonight. And then I got to try this again tonight. It's like, I don't know. But I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. That tells you how good it goes.
Well, I'm sorry about
When they
that.
said it, and even the lady said when we went through it at the place, she was like, it is going to take getting used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really, really is.
Well, I think you should try and fiddle with it.
So, no. Did I get
Early
a great,
today.
amazing? No, I did not.
You'll get there.
No, I did not. It's not as conforming as a mask as I thought, but it's still.
So it's not quite like
it has like
Top Gun-ish.
It doesn't go over.
Oh, okay, good.
Like
Yeah.
it's good radio. It's like it does this to. The
You guys
nose.
are watching though. It's great video.
It doesn't like cover the nose per se. It's like right
below
but
the
then
nose.
it does this.
I see.
And
Now, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had and how much it had to help you?
what's that? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, no, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had or how many times it had to assist?
Somewhere on the machine, yeah.
Oh, but let's figure out how to use it first.
Somewhere on the machine it does. There's an app too I didn't download yet where I could have looked and seen all my stuff. I didn't download it yet. So it is just, to me, it is just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even think I was using it correctly. At one point, I don't even think it was working. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have nothing to base it on. The middle of the night. So
You need to read some of these text messages.
what it is. It's, Jamie texted me. Jamie did not sleep through that and was almost a little bitch from being so frustrated with you that I almost went to the couch to sleep because you kept me up all through the night with your F-bombs and your temper tantrums.
See, don't be that kind of bitch that you're keeping the whole house up.
I wasn't trying.
But you weren't being courteous or
Dude,
thinking about
it
them.
was
You were
so-
only thinking about yourself.
It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that forever. No idea how. Maybe I'll go
I know-
tonight, and maybe it'll be 100 times better.
I'm just telling you, I know that at some point you will get used to it. It won't be a whole thing.
Well, we have a couple minutes. We only have a couple minutes. I say that in hopes that one of the three of us knows that. Coming up in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Lauren's put our whole station in danger.
Oh my gosh. Christian.
Lauren has went to pee, as she does a lot.
I do. I drink a lot of water and a lot of coffee.
And she said as she sat down to pee, she looked. There was a very big, you said very large.
It's like this big.
Wolf spider was staring right at you.
Yeah,
all eight of its eyes.
He took me by surprise a little bit. So I did a little, like audible.
And somehow you just peed, left it.
Well, I had to get back in here, Christian.
When
so
you
weren't
know.
like, this happens all the time, and Jake's showing an empty screen because I'm not at my mic.
Oh, that does happen a lot.
I didn't want it to happen again, so I was like, well, he can wait.
So if you were killing a spider, I would never, ever come at you for that. I would commend you, actually, for killing a spider. So we get huge wolf spiders at this station.
We do.
They are like on steroids.
Well,
I don't know how to explain them to you. Like they are
They're huge.
some
I'll
of
take
the
a picture
biggest spiders you'll see.
Actually, when I take Jake with me, because I don't want to step on it with my new Nikes.
So she left it the first one. I go, you left it. She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's great.
I said I would go back and
I
get
don't
it.
know why, because there's many rooms in this building. Every one of them comes here to
Oh,
this
that is
studio.
not true. Then why is he in the bathroom?
That's where he starts his journey.
Oh, he came in through the glass block windows.
Yeah. He was like,
I
I know
doubt
where
it.
I need to go, where the hit music is. So she goes back into the bathroom again.
I just
And
wanted
she
to
goes,
see where he was.
He's gone. I'm like, see?
I found him.
Now he's mobile. He's heading this way. She sees him a third time. Man, that's 3 times you've been in the bathroom already.
No, I was just checking
You
while
were
my
checking.
sandwich was
So
cooking.
you go in again. You're like, oh, he's still there. He's behind the garbage. Did you kill him? No. So we know he's moving. He's active.
Yeah,
we know
he's
he's
definitely
a
alive.
huge wolf spider. We know they all end up in this room that we're in right now. And who knows where he's at right now.
I'm going to go take a picture of him right now so you guys can see this.
You will have to yell when you stomp on him because he'll crunch. He will.
Oh, I know. He will. For sure. He's that big.
He will. Hit music. Q92 953. That's about to do it for us today. Fun show today. Quick show today. And I like that because it's Friday.
Yeah. There's not. It's Friday's zipping along. I'll never complain about.
No, not at all. Great job, everybody. Back in the day weekend, we kicked it off in a major way. The momentum. Let's carry it over with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, and Ryan tonight. Keep calling the station. Keep texting the station. Let us know. 90s 2K. What throwbacks do you want to hear? We'll get them all on for you.
You guys, nearly 84 requests have come in this morning.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy. And good ones at that. So you guys have been killing it. We've been all over the board. Like I said, we've been playing rock. We've been playing pop. We've been playing hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
You name it. We've been playing it this morning. It's been awesome.
And this
to
will
listen.
continue through Sunday night, so keep it here.
You got to love it. Again, like I said, that is going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for having us on this morning, whether it was the radio, whether you were listening at our website, Q92radio.com, whether you were watching this morning on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X pages. Thank you. We appreciate you guys starting your day with us and listening to us for a while. We thank you.
Yeah, we thank you. We hope you all have a great weekend and are looking forward to seeing you back here on Monday.
Jake will be back on Monday from his wedding in Atlanta. We'll see what that was like. I'm sure something will happen. We'll be
I'm sure he'll have a story or two.
Absolutely. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the throwbacks. And we'll be back, like Lauren said, on Monday morning. Thank you to Matt Azurikowski, also from Hall of Fame Village.
Yes, big happy birthday to
joining
you,
us.
Maddie. Enjoy your weekend.
We talk to you again. It'll be Monday. No! But at least we'll get through it together. Like always. Nicolina's in here next. One more text throwback for you. Someone wants to hear some Kid Rock. Ba with a ba. I like it. It's Q92.